Bernie,
Man, happy Easter, man. I'm just sitting around, just made it in, man. I ain't got nothing to do but talk a little boxing for a few minutes.
awesome, man. Happy Easter to you too.
Appreciate
Whoa,
you, man.
man. Definitely a lot of things going on in the boxing world.
Yeah,
Where do we start? Did you watch any of those fights on Top Rank on Friday?
I didn't, and I was sad about that. I think the Creighton game was Friday, so I was watching us. I think we played Tennessee, so which to go to the Elite Eight, and we lost in a valiant effort though. But so I was watching that, and I forgot that the fight was on Friday. I looked on Boxing Scene and seen the results, but I didn't get a chance to watch them, man. I know Valdez stopped his guy, so that ain't nothing to discuss. But as far as no controversy, but they said, oh girl, they said Estrada, they might have gifted her the decision or something. So I'm gonna probably watch that when I get off of here.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think you'll think that. You just check it out
Yeah.
yourself.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
Nevertheless, obviously, cuts cuts have been a big issue this week in boxing, and
Yeah.
that's why I asked you on Wednesday if you watched that fight on Friday because Vili Villa, the girl that Estrada was fighting, she ended up getting a
Hmm.
big gash, and
Hmm.
Coach Panda, which is the coach of Subria Matias, was actually handling the cuts for
Okay.
her. And I just did an interview with Stitch earlier today, and he had a lot of things to say about that, and
Hmm.
a lot of things to say about the Tim Tszyu cut itself,
Yes.
how the team should have handled it itself. But
Yeah.
nevertheless, let's start with you, and let's start with Cormel Moulton. What you think about Cormel Moulton? Did you
I
check him
missed the
out?
fight. Actually, like we had a family function going on, so I came in on the end of the Cesar Martinez fight. So
Okay.
I watched Rolly and I watched Tim Tszyu, and I watched Lara too. Lara knocked his guy out. Looked good. He hit that boy. He did some
All right.
damage. You know.
Start with
Yeah.
Lara then. There it is.
Yeah. No. You know what I mean.
The
For
pull
be
one
an
two.
old timer veteran and a guy who don't get a lot of knockouts, it was beautiful. You know, he sat down and used his veteranism, his skills, and he kind of punched that man and knocked him out. So kudos to him. Let's go.
Obviously Danny Garcia was in the building.
Oh yeah,
Obviously,
yeah, yeah.
he's been
I think he
outspoken.
beat Danny Garcia. I think he beats Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia might want to think twice. You know, I know that Zephyr. I don't know much about Zephyr, but I know Lara. You understand, and I know Danny. He better be careful with Danny. You know what I'm saying? He better be careful because Danny moving up, and yeah, I don't know. You see, he got that power. Lara sitting down, he got that power, and so and he can box real good. So if Danny, that'll be a good fight for Danny. I guess if he want to come up, he should still get a little credit. Lara looked good last we seen him.
Who would you favor if they did get that match?
I got Lara, man. I'm telling you, Lara, man, he's a boxer, man. He run you into stuff. Danny not really a guy that set traps. You know what I'm saying? Lara set traps. He made that boy overcommit, and then he made him pay for it. So definitely I'm gonna go with Lara, man, the guy that set the traps.
Speak upon the 40-year-old legs of Lara. Obviously, he's sitting on more things and he's more educated with the experience. But a lot of people say that, I'm watching the pay per view, they're texting me, "Hey, Mills, how are those 40-year-old legs?" I ask you what you think.
Oh well, shit, man. I don't know why they keep saying this. The age thing should be far gone by now. Even if you look in the past, these guys were still fighting at a high level. And even if it's sometimes, we never what we you was yesterday, but so Laura can do that. You know what I mean? I don't.
Um, as far as let's get right into the co-main with Pitbull, Cruz, and Rolly. The right. The signal's kind of off, right? I think it's your phone.
Kind of stuck right now. See, I'm moving and you kind of stuck. Let me
Yeah.
go. Let me see if I go in the basement. Maybe I get a better signal out of
Who, who should Fundora? What's going on? Oh no, don't worry. I'm making a poll here. I'm making a poll here. Who should uh who should Fundora fight next? And then we're gonna say Zoo for the rematch, right? Because I have been hearing Zoo for the rematch. Spence for the money, or Crawford for the legacy. Who should Fundora fight next? Let me know what y'all think in the comments section as well. And
you.
you,
Okay.
how am I
Let me
now?
click back in, Neil. How am I now? Okay, now you good because we was stuck. We was messed up.
All right, yeah, nah, we was messed up, and I didn't want to. I don't.
Okay.
I'm glad that you moved around, so now we got it right. I got a little bit of a feedback. I don't know if the people can hear it. I don't know if you can hear it.
No, I feel good. You sound good. You sound good. Sound good.
All right, let's get rocking. Um, co-main event, co-feature, however you want to call it. Rolly versus Pitbull Cruz. What you think?
I was really glad for Pitbull Cruz, who's a real fighter. Who's not about any other antics other than fighting. You know, being a champion, living the life of a boxer. So I was glad for him. I figured you can almost bet the guy with the better fundamentals is gonna beat the guy over time. If it go past a certain amount, the guy with the better fundamentals, the basics, he gonna beat that guy. So that's what I figured would happen with Cruz. I feel like he could use his jab a little bit more. I think that you gotta have something other than, your roundhouse punches because most people can see those. You've been effective, but we can always improve. Everybody can improve, and like I say, adding his jab, be a little bit more. But I'm congratulations for him. I'm so happy for him that he won the championship. I only can imagine the feeling, and the stripes that he went through. Fighting Tank, and not getting blew out, but not winning either. And just fighting on, and got his chance. And I think that that was his best chance, was Rolly. I think he was the weakest link of the champions at 140, and he won the championship outright. Can't take that away from him. So I'm glad for him, being that again he's a limited guy, he's a small guy. You know what I mean? And like I say, he don't use no jab. Everything is roundhouse punches. So that's gonna tell over time. But so I'm happy for him. And Rolly, he didn't do nothing wrong. He fought an okay fight, but it was just in those boxing moments. What would you do? And he don't have that. He didn't have that knowledge, and so he failed in that area. And here we go.
Speaking upon the knowledge, going back to Silas as where he started. Did you see anything? Any adjustments being made
To who? From who?
as far as Rolly's last performances that you've seen?
I didn't really. His last fight he got buzzed, and he buzzed that guy back a little bit. But this, like I say, I know he could box around a little bit, which he did. He tried.
Hold on. They're saying the audio's messed up. So yeah, can you come out and come back in? It got to be that.
Me?
Yeah,
Okay, I will. Even though
because now
I hear you good. Okay.
smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Just trying to fix that audio situation. Um, hopefully you guys can hear me. Let me know what y'all think. Thank you, pound for pound, Bud Myers. Uh, I'm taking your word for it. All righty. You can hear me?
I hear you good.
Oh, perfect. Because I don't hear that echo anymore. This is lit. Now we
Okay.
back. Now we good.
Okay.
All right, well,
Okay.
it's official. All right, so coming back, let's get back into that co feature. So you spoke upon Cruz's performance. Let me bring that layup back up again for us.
Like I said, Cruz, he can add his jab, but he's a roundhouse puncher, and he got the better fundamentals than Rolly, and I think, like I say, over time he has the better boxing mind. Rolly is more of an athletic fighter and not really much boxing IQ, which we knew that, and like I say, when it got to deep waters, when it got the time to make an adjustment, he couldn't make an adjustment, and Cruz just stayed on him and he let his hands go when he needed to, and he got the stoppage. So shout out to Cruz, but I feel like again he's probably the weakest link of the champions. He don't got the height, the reach, the speed, or nothing. So he's kind of outgunned, especially with the taller type of guys. Tank was more of his size, but with the Haney's and the Tiafimos and Matias's and those guys, they all rangy guys, they big guys. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, I'm so happy for him to be able to win the championship. To be a world champion is something that they can never take away from you, and he truly earned it. So, shout out to Pitbull Cruz.
So I mean, round one comes and we're starting to see the linguini legs of Rolly. Um, as far as him getting hit by that shot, why do you think he got hit by that shot? Because after that, he started kind of moving around boxing. I kind of seen him making certain adjustments, but like you said, not having the knowledge to really, go the distance.
Yeah, yeah. And Pitbull Cruz, he was knocking out everybody. You know, he's a small, compact puncher. He was knocking out everybody. So, the fact that he didn't get, okay, that's Tank again, and pretty much everybody else, he knock him out. That's what got him. His combination is pretty fast when he throw him in combination, and he's a vicious guy. That's why they call him the Pitbull. So no, Pitbull is a solid guy, man. I'm happy for Pitbull, man. Like I say, when you pit him against Rolly, or if you pit him against Ryan Garcia, they the two weakest links. If you can think of any two weakest links besides Jake Paul, them is the two weakest links in boxing. They 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 got some ability, they can do something, but when it's time to really figure things out, they don't have no answer. And
Mm.
everybody knows that. That's public knowledge. Everybody can see that.
So
Uh,
you
uh, yeah.
so you say that they're the two that are like at Jake Paul when it comes to the worst in boxing: Pitbull, Cruz, and Rolly.
I would say that, and, I,
So,
and I'm saying it like yeah, yeah. Like
you
I
think
said,
a Pitbull Cruz could beat a could a Pitbull Cruz beat a Regis Prograis?
this Regis program probably yeah. I would still make that a fight, an even fight, no matter what. I would still make that fight an even fight, even if program was still tops. I would still make that I would still give Pitbull Cruz a chance in that fight. I would still give Pitbull Cruz a chance in that fight. It's just them boxers that know how to use their range that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know because all his punches is wide. You can see all his punches coming. And these guys are like I said. So. But Pitbull Cruz is a straight up fighter. He's a real fighter. He made a lot of noise knocking out Magdaleno and the other guys that he did, and then he gave a good account of himself with Tank. So I mean, it was perfect. I would like to see him win championship. And the way that things worked out, two clowns would have been fighting each other. Been Ryan Garcia versus Rolly, and I like Rolly as a personality, but I don't think his boxing skills is that sound. Um, I think that really I don't like nothing about Ryan, but they do a lot of talking. You know what I'm saying? But Rolly more funny. He's more, you know what I mean? And he say some kind of good, not too far off the mark stuff, but he just not that talented in boxing. Ryan, he says far off stuff, and he's not that really talented in boxing. So I would say, again, if you get them boys past 7, 8 rounds, if you really in front of them, you can beat them guys, as
Mm.
opposed to a Haney, a Shakur, a Tiafimo, them tanks. You know what I'm saying? Those type of guys.
Now, even that, I believe the number one contender in line is Barroso, the guy that people thought that beat Rolly, and that was the controversial with the Tony Reeks situation. I don't know if you remember Barroso, the
Yeah,
old.
yeah, 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 yeah.
How about a Barroso and Pitbull Cruz? I mean, do you like it, and who do you favor?
Well, I think that Pitbull Cruz got to do what he got to do. He didn't inherited an obligation. You know what I'm saying? He inherited the obligation, and ain't nothing wrong with Pitbull Cruz. I think that fella is an old fella, and maybe Pitbull Cruz can beat him. Make a little money, probably not the most money, but he can make some money, and hope. You know what I'm saying? He fight not necessarily a killer in his first title defense, home country type of guy, and make some money, and feel his obligation and see what's next. So I wouldn't be mad at that. Again, they got obligations, and that guy. A lot of people thought that they shouldn't have stopped the fight with him and Rolly. So it's almost right that he get his shot because he didn't get a full fair shot. You know what I mean? So definitely, just like with Bud did with Burns, with Beltran. A lot of people thought Beltran won the fight, broke his jaw, broke the man's jaw in his hometown, yada yada yada. So they put him up in his second title defense against Beltran. They had to give him a shot, and Bud felt he thought he deserved the shot. So I think it's the same way in that essence.
Mm. Now, in that per se matchup, if they do put that together, which makes a lot of sense and seems like a winnable fight for Pitbull Cruz as well.
Yeah,
But then again, do you favor Pitbull
I
Cruz in
favor
that?
I favor I would favor Pitbull Cruz in that fight. Yeah,
Mm, I like it. I like it.
yeah,
Yeah, because like you said, you don't see him beating anybody else. So I was like, I was the only guy
yeah,
that really put into
yeah.
mind. Um,
But
coming
but I
in,
wouldn't put it past him though. I wouldn't put it past him. We just going off the eye test.
and say the Barroso happens, doesn't happen, whatever. What route do you think Pitbull Cruz would go, knowing that he has a money machine Mexican crowd that follows him? I mean, think about it. What other champions would he go for? Perhaps a Ryan Garcia. I don't know. What do you think?
No, 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 no. You make your name as Pitbull Cruz. You
Okay,
make your name as Pitbull Cruz first. You
gotcha.
understand? Now when those guys rank all the trinkets
Because
up
he's young.
and they want
He's
to
young.
be and they want to be undisputed, then they gotta come through you. But I think you got a personality, you got a fighting style, and you can take that champion and let him do whatever he want. Get him 3, 4, 5 fights, as WBA champ before he got to fight any of those guys. You know?
To build them the correct way.
Yeah, and let him get some money and let him enjoy being champion. I wouldn't like I say, I can't say that he'll lose to those guys neither. But I'm saying based on the eye test. Let the man get a little money, let him defend the championship, and you still never know. So like I say, Pitbull Cruz, he gonna be all right on his own. I think he let them other boys sort out. If I was him, I would let them everybody else sort out. Y'all gonna come get me last. That's what I would do. Yep.
Shoot, you think he could last 4 or 5 fights
Yeah, I think
with
they match him right.
mandatories?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know who the mandatories are, but yeah, I definitely think he could at least 3, 4 fights. I think he could. The
Mm.
way they do guys and like Pitbull Cruz, you gotta love him. You know what I'm saying? You gotta love him. And ain't no way if he with those guys, then treat him good. Let him get at least 3 title defenses before you throw him in there with somebody. You know what I mean? But I'm just talking.
Man, oh man. So coming in to the main event. If you guys
Hmm.
haven't checked out my interview with Stitch, it's starting to really, really go bonkers when it comes to views. So definitely check that out. But we about to
Hmm.
hear from Bernie of his take on the main event. Tszyu versus Fundora. Walk me through it.
Well, I learned this thing. I learned that first they should have got out of the fight before the fight got started good. That gash was lean. They could never stop it. So he was fighting the blood in his eye and trying to keep an eye on this guy. So kudos to him for that. But they should have stopped the fight. I know they had a lot of money on the line. It is, but that was a that was a freak accident. He again fell over himself. Which if he'd have kept composed, he wouldn't have fell over himself. He wouldn't have hit his elbow, but he did. Then, which we ain't perfect in boxing, but he fell over himself and hit the man with elbow. So once it was bleeding so profusely, he should have stopped the fight before they could render a verdict. Before it even get past the 4 rounds where they can render a verdict, because you just never know. It was bleeding too bad. That's how I would have took it. But he took the fight and kept going. He was a soldier for that. You understand? And that's what that was. But he never threw another left hooks. Mendoza knocked the man out with a left hook. He never threw left hooks. He went constantly into the man's power hand the whole time. He was going to the right the whole time. He never stepped left, and he never threw no too many left hooks. He should have been throwing left hooks. He kept letting that right hand, or at least close, but he never threw no fucking hooks. If he'd have threw the hook to the bite to the head, he probably would have stopped that man. But he never threw no hooks. So Tszyu is limited in that aspect, and it was a good fight. And I think they definitely should do it again, even though it wasn't like Fundora was defensing and he caught it through the elbow up and he ran into it. It was really all on Tszyu. It was Tszyu's fault. But you know, I think he deserved a rematch.
Do you feel like the cut is the reason why he lost?
I definitely no, I won't say this reason why he lost, but it was bothersome. You understand? Because he always is wiping his face in a split second in boxing. A split second, you trying to wipe your face and trying to block a punch. So you always got that nagging on you the whole time. The blood steady trickling out. So you got to think about that too, along with this puzzle, along with you trying to figure out how to beat this guy. So yeah, I think that Fundora boxed good. I think he didn't fall into no traps, but I still think at the same time he didn't throw no hooks to get Fundora in no trouble. If he would have threw more hooks, we would have probably seen Fundora in trouble. He'd have had more success. Bro, he never threw the hook. He wouldn't throw the hook to the body. He wouldn't throw the hook to the head. And I'm trying to tell him, I say, well, they said, well, I know even if it's just a range finder, if I touch his elbow or his arm with my hook, his head is right there. He never used the hook, man. He never used the hook. And Brian Mendoza knocked him out with the hook. That's what stopped him was the hook. Then he
Hmm.
looped right handed and put him down. He stunned him with the left hook first. Then when Fundora stumbled back, he looped him with the right hand, if I'm not mistaken. If he didn't hit him with another hook, and then he looped him with the right hand. You throwing right hands, but you never throw the hook, bro. Never. So yeah, Fundora, he was open for the hook the whole time. The man never throw the hook to terrify him. But it was an entertaining fight, and I think Tszyu deserved a shot. He deserved a rematch for sure because he
Do,
lost in a close fight too.
so, do you believe that also that him coming in with one shot instead of a combination is due to the cut as well? Like, just
I
not letting the
like I
other
said,
hand go.
uh, no, no, no,
No.
no. I still think he still wouldn't have threw no hooks because I don't think his IQ is up to that level. Like I say, he's
So you
building.
don't think after
He's
that right hand he wasn't gonna follow up with no hook regardless?
No, I don't think he would have did that regardless. I don't think he would did that regardless. Because Fundora stood in box with him too. Like I said, he gave him that chance to throw that hook, but he never threw the hook. And then Fundora got smart and kept him outside and touched him with little punches. Didn't try to load up and boxed him. Kept him. He knew he had to wipe that face. So every time he wiping that face, I'm throwing punches. Fundora did good. Like you say, I've been working on it 1 whole year to box. But Fundora, in the middle of a trade, he was open for the left hook, but the man never throw the left hook.
Hmm.
And thank God for Fundora. Thank God Fundora. Thanking God that he didn't throw the left hook.
And yo, Fundora knew better to throw them uppercuts this fight too, huh?
What he's landing the uppercut? Or he
Nah,
said he didn't throw the
he
uppercut.
wasn't trying to throw them. That's his favorite punch.
Oh, he kept him on the outside. He kept him
Yeah,
on the outside, other than the couple punches that they did trade, but Zoo never threw the hook. So shout out to Fundora. He did an excellent job. And
keeping his
I
pace.
think he deserves a rematch. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
So
ain't
you
mad at
did.
him.
So you did see adjustments at least coming from the Fundora side of things as well.
Yeah, yeah. I think he boxed smart when he knew that a boy was limited. I think that helped them to like stay, like almost you see a gash over a person's eye. So you just keep tagging that, keep tagging that, keep tagging it. That's something to memorize you that you got something ahead of them. You know what I mean? And that was a good reminder. So shout out to Fundora. You know what I'm saying? He did everything he's supposed to do. Zoo didn't throw no hooks, and I don't know what he can do better, but maybe, maybe.
So I mean, first two rounds before the this gash happens, though, there is success from Zoo.
Yeah,
Um, talk about that success as well, because I mean, I think that's people
yeah,
not really looking at the details of a rematch. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Like I said, he was in
Cut
the
happened
fight
so
too for
early.
more. He so too early. It was like I say, the fight was a good fight. The whole fight. You know what I mean? The fight, regardless of the blood, that made it look more gory. And Fundora was busted up too. He was bleeding out his nose and his mouth a lot.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I
broke.
mean? So yeah. So besides it being bloody, it still was a good fight. I say they deserve a good. It deserve a good fight for him putting on that performance, coming off a knockout loss, and sue everything he's done and the fight through that. He deserve a shot. He deserve a rematch. They deserve a rematch. Yeah.
So in all, Amazon Prime kind of put on a really great show. If you really think about it, we got a
Yeah.
suspense at the end, wanting a rematch at the end of this as well. We
You
we
said
we
what
have
now?
we have suspense at the end of this. We have a
Yeah.
question still. We still have
Yeah.
questions,
Yeah. Yeah. Most
and that
definitely.
leads for great
Most
money.
definitely. Yeah. And yeah, and the things that lead after that. You got the big dogs, they waiting on the bigger guys, you know what I'm saying, after that. And so yeah, definitely. I agree wholeheartedly. Wholeheartedly.
So now that you mentioned it, we might as well just dive right in, Bernie. Uh,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
the big fish pops in. you know, comes in with the braids, the new look, comes right in the ring, comes with a ticket, has some things to say on Twitter. Before, coming, he said he's gonna go to Vegas. He wanted the winner. Uh,
Yeah.
your boy Crawford said, "Yo, you gotta wait in line," and Spence replied saying, "I don't wait in lines." What you think? What you
Mm.
think about the whole situation? And then I don't know if you heard Leonard Edelby's interview about the situation.
Oh, but basically what he said, Spence is the money.
Spent is the money, and of course we're gonna, that's family. Of course he's gonna get the shot first.
Well, then it's just history repeating itself. You understand? We At least we got what we needed to get, and we can get on. You understand? If y'all want to play like that, even though we world renowned, what I mean, truly world renowned. You know what I mean? The things that just our story period is biblical. You understand? Resurrection Sunday. You understand? Our story is biblical. Period. And if y'all just feel real, it just show how much how much bitch and pussy can you be? I mean, the reward don't go to the guy that lost. You understand? Now, you got to get somebody to beat him. Now, if you searching in high and low for somebody to beat him, that's great and all. But the spoils go to the winner. You understand? And to try to try to discredit Crawford or even put him. I mean, even looking at that, it's like first, if you won, why would you go after Spence? Because you feel like it's easier? That's a bitch move. Why would your kids respect you for that? Why would your wife respect you for that? Why would your mom respect you for that? your brother, your father. Why would they respect you for that?
You're speaking upon Fundora
Yeah, okay, that's that. And then at the same time too though. Okay. Then I'm thinking, okay, that's
because
for the
they're
Fundora.
saying the big fish is
Yeah.
because the money that
Okay.
if they go to Dallas that they're gonna sell more. That's what they're saying too.
So they still basing everything off Texas when we nationwide, when we're worldwide. Y'all still basing everything off Texas? Now
Taxes,
listen to this though.
taxes.
Now look, now okay, so then look, so then even this. So even if I'm Texas, we don't want to get our lick back.
Mm,
We don't want to get our lick back. We're
mm.
not even gonna try to. Well, Crawford, you said you fighting at 54, so we ain't even got no rhetoric talk to like I'm gonna crush him, and then I'm gonna fight Crawford in the rematch at 54 for both of the titles. He ain't even talking no rhetoric, so he didn't even put nothing up. Like, yeah, this just a you feel me? Because Crawford ain't got nothing at 54. They want to give me the shot first, then I'm gonna beat Crawford ass at 54. I ain't got no trouble. I didn't rest it. I didn't. You understand? Ain't no rhetoric. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's all pussy shit all around the board, bro. It's just however you slice it, it's weak. If you don't fight, if you're not fighting Crawford, if you're not, it's just weak,
And
and that's cool.
it, and the reason why I say that the money thing is because it was Samson Liquidwish, the promoter of Fundora,
Yeah.
said that he would rather go that route, and obviously because of that, if you ask Fundora, he wants to fight the number one pound for pound.
Well, then, like I say, you got you in the driver's seat, son. You got the two titles. You can say it. You understand? You can say it. Now you got to do right. Now, if Karen, it now if now you got to do right. Now, do you want to have the belts around your waist and be a phony and do something that you know that's not right, or do something that's not of that you believe in, or do you want to be a true champion and do what's right? That's all. It's all to it. Now, if you care more about having them belts around your waist and needing that as validation, okay. But if you want the people's approval and their stamp and what's right and what's true and real, then you know what to do. It's
Mm.
that simple. I don't care what you say. It's that simple. Some listen in life. I hate to say it because I'm so annoying. But in life, this I just think about it. I think about listen, all this shit that we talking about, the Lord don't care about. The shit that we talking about, no matter what we're doing in life, is you got to live for the Lord. That that's your whole premise got to be because this
Amen.
everything is coming off from the Lord. I don't care how you slice it. Okay, now wait. Now I'm not talking about when you're a baby. I'm not talking about when you just you just to the wind and you don't have. But as conscious adults now, we're conscious adults now. Okay, so you still got to know, even though you're not gonna be perfect, you got to try to come from a standpoint of being right. We're parents. We're the leaders now. You understand? These guys are fathers. These guys are world champions. These guys are influencers. You understand? Come on now. I'm saying. I'm saying. So Sam Lipowitz at the same. Even that's another thing too, though. But again, I'm not that person. I'm not here to exploit fighters. I'm not here about making a buck and this and that. But it's always the right thing you could do. You might not make $1 trillion, but you can make enough to keep going. And that's what counts in no matter what it is in the life. That's what should count. The validity of things. You understand? Not just making gazillion dollars being phony, because all you can do is buy more nonsense. Let's just keep it the thing that we got is to become a champion is one thing that you can aspire for. No matter if you go back to being a bum after that. Everywhere you go, you can be a world champion. I was somebody. I can be somebody. I don't know about nothing else. I was somebody. All right. Then the other thing is this: is that the fight in general. I love boxing. I don't know what it took me to be, but I like boxers. So now it gives me something to do on Saturday night. As a fan, I want to be able to come and watch. So I want to keep it going just so we can have the fights keep going. because I like watching boxers. You understand? So we might not be making a ton of money, but we're doing what we love. And so from a manager standpoint, from a promoter standpoint, and not trying to gouge and try to make money, I got in this thing for the love. And if I could facilitate it in a way to make it prosper, I want to do that. I don't have to make $1 billion, gazillion dollars, but it can blind me because I can see the so much overhead that I can do it. But now I'm blinded and I'm getting away from my real passion, my real love. You understand? So Sam Pawitz or Avery said they sad and pathetic.
So, that being said, if you had to see that fight happen, what would be your prediction? Fundora versus Spence.
I got Fundora shit. I got Fundora. If you can say no, because Spence ain't no huge puncher like that.
Okay.
Like I'm saying, getting to him with his jab. Oh boy, got a great jab. Oh boy's feeling good about himself. He got the height, the reach, and I don't think Spence got no more dimensions to his game. I don't think he can do. I think Fundora can rough him up just good. And I don't think Spence punched that hard. So I
Mm,
got Fundora. I
mm.
got Fundora. I don't really
Uh,
think Spence do nothing after that. I don't really think he gonna be no force for real. I think he had the advantage because he was fighting smaller guys, and he got a good he had a but I don't think, like I said, I never think he not gonna be dominant at middleweight. He not gonna go up to 160 and just be whooping everybody. He not gonna go up 54 and just be whooping everybody. I
it's
don't
gonna
I
be a
don't
lot
see
of
him doing that.
challenge,
And
a
who did
lot
he
of
really now
options.
look now then we break down Spence. He What was his best win?
Porter,
And he was
maybe.
losing that fight for the first 7 rounds. He was
It's
really
a,
kind of losing that fight. It was a close ass fight. He wasn't just beating up on no Porter. And then Porter fell
but
over
everybody says Kell Brook though.
and he was getting his ass whooped in that fight. He was getting touched up in that fight. He just pulled through. And Kell Brook coming off a knockout loss, coming out of a brutal fight with Triple G, which a
Triple
fight
G.
he was doing good and he was winning. Kell Brook can fight. He let his hands go. Them was his two best fights. But Spence was getting his ass whooped in that fight. But we gave him the benefit of the doubt because he was getting his ass whooped and he pulled through and he stopped Brook. So we gave him the benefit of the doubt. That was it. But he was getting his ass whooped. Brook was putting hands on him like a motherfucker. Brook
Mm,
was putting hands on him like a motherfucker.
mm.
So, so
So
you know,
stay cooking because we got the chat here. They're saying Mikey. Some saying Mikey Garcia. Some saying Danny Garcia. Cook, cook, cook.
okay. Now look. Now I'm just being honest. Two. Okay, now Mike Garcia was too little. And he
Uh-huh.
know he should have fought Lomachenko for his own legacy, for his own mind. He should have fought Lomachenko. That was the fight that fit him best. He didn't have a snowball chance hell in Mikey Garcia. He
Went
took
back
the
down to
money.
fight Samuel Martin. Yep.
Yeah, wait. Yeah. He went to fight at 40. Did he fight at 40?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, Santa Martin. Right. He knew he wasn't no welterweight, which was a lot of propaganda. They put him up for top welterweights, even though he had not beat a welterweight and up there and didn't even put Crawford up on the banner. And Crawford was a welterweight champion. So they used him as a marketing tool for the pay-per-view numbers because Mexicans gonna support Mexicans no matter what. And they had a false belief, only because he was Mexican, that he could win because his own brother, who was a world champion, did not believe that his brother could beat Errol Spence, and he told him not to. But if you're going to go against the grain and go it anyway, like we all would, I'm going to support you. And we did the best that we could. Okay. So that was the thing with Mike Garcia. He didn't have the height, the reach, the power, or nothing to be with Errol Spence. He was a straight up boxer, a classic boxer, and they gave him for his fundamentals against guys who were more or less his size or smaller. Okay. Now, because he got busted up against at 140 with what's the kid's name that was had not that many Limpinets. That wasn't just no easy fight for him. Okay. All right, so
Some
then we
people
got the
say his
Sean.
best performances was Ugas too. Some people think
Okay.
that.
Now we got Ugas who had 4 losses, already was beatable. You understand? Had 4 losses, 3 losses, already never was looked like a world beater. But again, he's in the welterweight division, and he fought a good fight with Sean Porter, and he's in the welterweight division. So he beat a Pacquiao who sat out for 2 years, who did everything, and he barely beat Pacquiao. He didn't just drug Pacquiao, then stone Pacquiao out. He won the fight against Pacquiao. Then he didn't do nothing with Spence. He looked again. Okay. So again, still Errol Spence, he got stunned in that fight. He was losing the fight against Sean Porter mostly. Mike Garcia was too small. So whenever he looked spectacular, unless it was Algieri or
What
that was
about
it.
Danny?
Okay. Now Danny didn't throw his left hook, never didn't throw that no look left hook, didn't throw it. Already going through mental problems already. I'm just saying. And Danny, like I say, is a limited fighter within himself. He's an economical puncher. And Spence put that sledgehammer jab on him and that punked Danny out. Okay, he punked Danny out. Danny know that. He punked Danny out. Danny never threw no, so he never really had no resistance. Now, again, I ain't taking away from his skill set, and just because they scared of him before he get in there, that's not his fault. But again, the victories go to the spoils go to the victor. And not only did we whoop this man, we pummeled him. We made him look like a child in every way. In every way, we made this guy look like a child. So, like Derek James, which is his partner, which is his people, like he said, if I would have a fight, if I was him, I would be fighting Crawford next. He ain't even made no mention about Crawford. He ain't even say, now I'm going off the Twitter space because I don't watch Twitter or X or whatever it's called. I don't look on that. But if he said that, he didn't even have enough guts to say, I'm gonna whoop him and then me and you gonna get it on. He didn't have enough guts to say that. He didn't even say, nah, buddy, I'm gonna get mine and then me and you, we still got fun in the bit. He didn't even say that. So if like I say, now Mill, I fuck with you. I've been dealing a couple interviews with you. So now I'm kind of liking you a little bit. You understand? So I gotta be straight up with Mill City. You understand? I gotta be straight up with Mill City. Mill City, like I try to tell you. I tell you when I have a feeling about you, I tell you straight up, Mill City. And we move on after that, right?
Right.
The same way. I got to tell you, I'm from Texas. But man, if you ain't trying to fight Bud Crawford, man, fuck you. Man, fuck you.
So, going into that matchup, like with Fundora and Spence, do you feel like that goes the distance, though?
uh, you never know. Like I say, Fundora might be feeling himself. They say when you win a championship, you get 50 times better. Uh, if Fundora put them punches together, Spence gonna get his ass. He gonna take all them punches. And for Fundora rangy, he let them hands go. Shit, put a little more pop on him because Errol Spence ain't got no power like that. You understand? So shit, he might stop him. Might have a referee pull off on him. That's what I'll be looking to do. I'll be trying to capitalize off the same thing. Now I'm gonna go in there cautious, but I don't think Errol Spence got that knockout power like Tszyu got, or like Mendoza had. He don't have that knockout power. I don't see that. I see him probably catching him in between and stumbling him like Lubin did, and then he come put on a combination. But if he don't knock Zoo out with that, with Fundora, he gonna come back. And I think Fundora gonna use everything he got to outbox that man. So either way it go, they both pussies. If Fundora try to fight him, he a pussy. Even if he a pussy, even if he just listen to his people say. Because sometimes you got to be a man and stand up for what yourself. Say, fuck them belts. I already was champ. Now if he gave them belts up right now, he can throw them in the trash. You can go fight for him, Mill City, and you give a fuck. But when he go lay down that night, he was world champ. Fuck them belts. When I go to bed at night, I'm gonna tell you 2 facts.
That's just what he can say. This true story. I don't care what you say. These are facts. This is a fact. You can't be disputed. He could say, son, wife, daughter, mama, grandma. I did get knocked out by Brian Mendoza. I got fucked up. Brian Mendoza knocked me the fuck out. I didn't know where I was. That's a fact. But on 29th of March, I beat Tszyu for the WBC and WBO World Championships, and I was a world champion, and that's a fact. Now you can go on and do whatever you want with it now after that. I don't care what you do. Those are facts, and that's how you got to live. Now, like I say, you can now, and another fella too. Now you can say this. They put a gun in my head. They told me they wasn't gonna give me no fights. And I had to feed my family. So I had to do it. That's another thing that's on your mind. That's what you had to do. That's in your heart. Now, who could say that? That's on you. You got to live with that. And who would say that? Okay, you got a gun to my head. I'm going to do what you said. You got a gun to my head. You got to do what you said. But I got the hopes in the mind that maybe I can make it right. Maybe I don't get him this time, but if I get past him, somewhere you got to stand and toe the line. I don't care I don't give a fuck. Somebody you got to say, shoot me then. Because I ain't doing that punk ass shit. I ain't doing it. I don't care what you say. I ain't doing that. I don't care. I'm not doing that.
So, I mean, as far as Crawford wanting this Fundora, well, though he wanted the winner, right? And obviously Fundora's the winner. I mean, how did you see that fight playing out? I mean, obviously you're gonna go with your guy, but like
We
honestly,
break some down. We break some down. We spar, Monte Clark from Cincinnati.
actually I did.
That tall boxing motherfucker. That tall boxing motherfucker.
Hmm.
Yeah. So it don't matter. That shit don't matter. Crawford the dog, man. Crawford the dog, man. Crawford the dog. And if you mean you gonna, man, you ain't gonna be able to keep Crawford off you, man. That man, you ain't nobody beating Crawford. I was just telling my wife, I said, baby, I got to see Crawford get beat first. I'm telling you. I know. You might get off on him. You might land some good punches on him. Hell, you might be slightly ahead. Where it look, but Crawford, man, I ain't gonna be see till you counting over him until that bell rang and said you won. That's what I'm telling you.
So you think that Crawford beats the Mexican giraffe Fundora?
Knocks him out.
Dang.
Knocks him out. Just like he did Benavidez. Knocked him out. Knocked him out. Mm,
Salute to the chat.
yeah.
Salute to everybody on the live. Almost 500 people on the live. Go out and smash the like button for us right now. Do us that favor. Salute to Coach Dirk in the live.
Coach Dirt, I see you, baby. I meant to call you. I'm gonna call you before the week is out. I'm gonna call you just personal, Coach Dirt. I'm gonna call you just personal. And for my people say, you right. We deserve the Canelo fight. We deserve the Canelo fight. We deserve because that's his status. We don't even need to be dealing with Fundoras and motherfuckers like that. We need to be fighting Canelos. That's our and get the hell out of there. We ain't got Fundoras and all them motherfuckers. We already whoop motherfuckers like that. We don't need no Fundoras. Lord bless them. Let them young boys fight on their own. We Canelo status, and then we getting the fuck out of there. We ain't got nothing else to. Man, yeah, let Boots come on up, fight Fundora, fight Zoo, and let them boys sort it out. And if Errol Spence want to jump his ass in the mix, then let his goofy ass stay around in there and still fight with them. But man, we past that shit right now. We OGs in this shit, man. But if we got to get it, come on now, we gonna take it. We ain't asking for nothing. We take everything.
You know, obviously, Spence can box, but he in the majority of his career he's kind of been the bigger guy, right? Is that kind of the reason why you feel like Fundora kind of like you lean towards him because he's not the bigger guy in this fight?
Wait, you said what again, Millsy? Against who?
Spence is normally the bigger guy. If you look at his
Uh
resume,
huh.
he's
Uh
normally
huh.
the bigger, longer, rangier guy. Do you think
Uh
that
huh.
is that the reason why you believe that Fundora beats him?
No, I think Fundora's a hell of a boxer. I don't think Spence is. You can say
Who's a
that.
better
Yeah,
boxer? Who's a better
I
boxer?
think Fundora's a better boxer. He know how to step around. He know how to do everything in there. He know how to box. Spence is just to come forward, 1-2 puncher, use his jab. He gonna fall over. He gonna throw the hook to the body, and I mean, Spence ain't
Yeah,
never
you
been special to
forcing
me,
it,
bro.
Birdie. Birdie, you forcing it.
Nah,
Yo, Fundora's a better
nah.
boxer.
Fundora is yes a better
Yeah,
boxer than Errol Spence. Boxing. We talking about boxing.
yeah.
Yes. Fundora throw all kind of combinations. Fundora throw everything. He throw up, around, over. He throw everything. He's a better boxer. Spence is what is he? No, I'm for real. I know he's a boxer by trade and by name, but by stylistically, Spence only know how to come forward. He don't even know how to back up boxing.
Oh
The boxing
man,
is know how to step around. Spence don't know how to bag up,
yo,
except getting his ass whooped. And Bud was backing him up, walking him down, whooping his ass. He didn't have no jab. He didn't know how to step around and move. He didn't know how to do shit in there. So I mean, I'm just being honest. He don't know how to box. See, Fundora probably gonna step around Bud. He gonna try to keep him out range. He gonna throw a combination. He gonna have a he gonna Bud gonna have to figure that shit out. But Errol Spence ain't got nothing for Fundora, And I'm really like I said, I'm an emotional type of guy, and I was emotional in that moment because I felt bad for that kid. But I mean, people they don't give a fuck. Nobody cares. Like Sonny said, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Your family, your this, that's what count. That's who you want to. But nobody cares. And just to see them smiling and getting it, nigga, we ain't seen you nowhere, bro. Nowhere. You ain't been nowhere. Out of nowhere, you pop up. You pop up on Twitter. You pop up on the fight, smiling and grinning. You just got your ass whooped, bro. I'm not saying you shouldn't be got back to normal, but you should be on beast mode. If you the big fish, you should be on beast mode, bro. You in there, and then you're gloating about. I'm just saying. I I'm just saying. Listen, Joe Louis got knocked out because I say it's so. Joe Louis got knocked out before he was champion, and he said even though I won the championship, I had 7 fights after that, all knockouts against former champ. I had 7 fights before I fought for the world title. After I got knocked out, I still didn't consider myself the world champion. Even though I beat the man that beat the man, I know for a fact that I am the champion. But in my heart, I do not feel like I'm the world champion because I got beat by this guy before. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, this I was trying to tell who was I with? I was with Greg. See, I can talk boxing all day long. I get to think about this boxing, man. I'm serious. You got to have your integrity and all that stuff because that's the shit that's gonna die with you, bro. Your money and shit is gonna be cool, but even if you don't have enough money to buy a mansion, if you can afford to take care of your family, bro, you great. Then sell your soul to the devil. Shit, I don't care whether it's smoke crack, be gay, mess with kids, any other thing that's considered less than. Keep your pride. Keep who you is. It don't matter your fame. That shit, don't do that shit. And I say all them things because when you see all these people, these celebrities, and they say all this and with that, all you can do is buy more shit that don't mean nothing. Keep who you is, bro. That's all I'm saying. Your character and everything, all that shit matter, man. And a feeling like that, like I say, I told Bud, I said this. I said, Bud, uh, uh, I said, a boy got upgraded to the champion He said, "Oh, you can't." Bernard, he did, he that. All right. I said, okay. You're right. I don't know why you always want to argue with me. I said, all right. Now let that be you. Okay. Let that be you. Let them say after you knocked out Sanabria, for whatever reason, they gonna upgrade you to champion. Let's see how that go. Oh, hell no. That motherfucker said, hell no. Yeah. No. Now I'll put you in that situation. Now I'll put you in that situation. All right. Hell no. All right. Yeah, nah. If I got a choice, I say, Fundora, you got the gun up to your head. All right. They blackball you. You gotta do what you gotta do. All right. Spence, you just keep doing yourself a favor. You just keep shooting yourself in the foot. Like I said, we can't go, like I say, we can't go in there smiling and grinning after we just took a beat. We went nowhere else. And then to gloat that I'm gonna, and then you talking shit talking about I don't wait no line. Bitch, you want another whooping?
Yo, he said that.
I'm just saying.
He
No,
said
I'm just saying though. Cause that's what he said when he was in the build-up of the fight, right? What he said, I always get out of line. He said, well, I'm gonna show you like your daddy. I'm gonna whoop you like you my check. Oh, you still, nigga, you ain't learned your lesson yet? If you ain't learned your lesson yet, then bro, let's go, my boy. What is we talking about, family? What is we talking about? Because I've been needing something to do, my boy. You been having me hold up. We just signed these dumbass papers talking about we gonna get it on. Your bitch ass then got on Twitter talking about I'm doing a rematch. I ain't heard shit, nigga. Then your bitch ass get up there grinning like a little bitch, smiling and ain't hitting no shit, nigga. Come on, boy. Don't get me talking Mill City. I'm come on, bro. Come on, bro. Your bitch ass smiling with them fake ass teeth, got that big ass dumb grin. And, Christina Poncher couldn't get an interview. Michaela Mayer can't get an interview. Tim Bradley, Brian Custer, can't nobody get no interview after you set up that stage. And now you want to get in there growling, grinning, talking about like we always do. No, you 32-1, boy. You don't always do that because you got your ass whooped. You understand? That's for people that ain't got their ass whooped yet. Talking about they always do. You hear me? All right. All right.
the cooking,
All
the
right.
cooking. He's
All
cooking,
right.
cooking.
All right.
Shit.
All right.
Yo, you like a pastor with this boxing shit. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, preach.
Come on now, Mill City. And you gotta pump me up. And like I say, even they still hating on Bud, Leonard Ellerby. I don't even know Leonard Ellerby. I ain't ever talked. But what have Bud done? That's how I'm saying, like, why do you hate Bud so much? Like, even if he was like the ugly duckling, how could you not root for him to win now? He deserved it. He won it outright. Like, you niggas still don't want to, even though he won it outright. You niggas, that just show how pathetic and weak and pussy you motherfuckers is. Because what kind of hierarchy do we have? What kind of system do we have if everybody's ready to get paid off? If everybody's ready to get paid off, and now we're not even ready to get paid off in hush hush. We just gonna basically say it out in the open. We not we're not even gonna say it on the hush hush. We gonna just let it be known. Wow. Wow. That's how we gonna let it be known. And I can give example on that. Like I say, tank coach, we not gonna fight him because only people that we think we can knock out. Wow. We gonna say that out loud? No, we don't say that out loud. We let them keep thinking it a million times, but we never say that. We never. It's like they tell you. They always tell you that too. If you have any complaints, please tell us. That's a suggestion. When you tell, they're gonna fire you. you you're a problem. Your mom always tell your dad tell you. He said, "Tell me everything. I promise." Yeah. Now you told me
Wow.
everything. I changed my mind.
Where that belt at? Oh shit. Yo, we got 500 people on the live. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Stop playing with us.
Hey, I, I was just thinking this. I was thinking this. I said, I was watching Cops, right? I was watching Cops. And so it's they on television. So what? But it was like where prostitutes be. So it was a fellow red black guy, whatever. And I don't know, I wasn't watching it, but I just caught a look. So I guess he was like, they was talking, the prostitute and the black guy. Now the cop, before the girl get in the car or a deal is made or he see anything, no money transpire, he jumped out. He bothering her. Don't you? I, then he bothering her. Now, is it true? Have you ever been in trouble? Yes, I've been in trouble. Now, why is that a matter? Oh, I've been in trouble for hoeing. Duh, you know that. But you steady bothering her. Leave her alone. Let them, when you see a problem, go ahead and then you get it. Leave alone. This is all I'm saying is. Now, how much pussy you didn't bought, fella? I don't know. I don't know. I can't say when you bought pussy. I don't know if you bought. But listen, think about yourself first. Leave people alone. I'm just I don't know. We'll see. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Stuff. You just gotta leave. I gotta think. Like I say, put yourself in these situations, man. I don't know. Put yourself in situations, and the stuff that just baffles my mind, bro. I'm just saying, it just baffles my mind. Like I say, man, put yourself in these situations. I mean, who? I don't know. The stuff is just getting so watered down and sad and pathetic. It just don't make no sense. Like I said, and I'm saying this with Bud too. Like I say, Bud don't really care about boxing in that say much because it's so much nonsense. It becomes fun and stop being fun and stop being. It becomes so much that boxing love. People say dumbass shit like it's like leave me alone, bro. Just retire. Fuck it. I will retire. Fuck you niggas. I don't need no money. Fuck you, man. Fuck you.
So getting into this poll, we asked the people here, Bernie. Okay, we said who should Fundora fight next? 364 votes. The winner is Crawford at 44%, and that's against rematch with Tszyu, Spence, or Crawford. Those are the three options. Salute
I
to every
mean,
single one.
like I say, I would love to see Bud get the fight because I want to see him. You know, he accomplish his goals, being 4 division champion, all that. But I honestly think Zoo deserve a rematch.
Mm-hmm.
I think Zoo deserve. I think Zoo deserve a rematch. You know, but it's his fault because he ran into the elbow, and his corner didn't stop it, so it'd be a no decision or a no contest. So you know, based on that situation, it's his fault, and so he lost, and I guess he can go to the back of the line. But like I want to give him a lot of credit for keeping up with the fight to give us more of an excitement fight. We didn't end it like that, and just being a trooper. I think the way he's been carrying himself through boxing, I think he deserve a shot. And he gave Fundora a shot, which he didn't have to give Fundora a shot because he could have sat down. It wasn't his fault that Keith Thurman got hurt. He didn't have to accept Fundora as an opponent. He didn't have to do that. So he gave Fundora a shot. He could have scrapped the whole show and been a diva and said, "No, I've been waiting on this guy. I don't want to fight this guy because he got knocked out in his last fight. I don't feel like he's credible." He could have made a million brick walls to not do that. And even in that fight, he could have stopped the fight after the third round or whatever. He could have, whatever, but he didn't. So, I wouldn't be mad at him getting a rematch. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be mad at him getting a rematch.
Mm. Getting into some of the super chats here now that we got you amped up here, Bernie. We thank you for the $10 here, Bernie. With all due respect, I think he meant to say, but why you haven't mentioned ever everybody but Boots? Question mark. Keep it a buck.
Okay,
Think
well,
it,
I'm gonna keep it a million for the millionth time. We didn't already said that. Nobody had I'll give it out to you again. Y'all keep bothering me about Boots. I didn't say this on Mill City's platform a million times. I just said it on every platform a million times. If you watch my show, I got a whole show on it. It's called Why Boots Didn't Take the WBO Route. Go watch that. I said this. Now at 147, Boots is the number one contender. I won't lie about that. He's number one contender. But he never took the WBO route if he really wanted to fight Crawford. That's what we saying. Y'all talking about he want to fight Crawford. He never took the WBO route. He never was selfish because he could have been selfish and said, I don't care about you old niggas. Spence owes me my fight. I'm going to fight whoop him if only for the IBF championship. And then I'm a player in the game. And then I'm going to fight Crawford and beat his ass and take his pound for pound status and his WBO status. And then I will do whatever it takes, whatever happens with the other belts that Spence has. That's one scenario. Okay. He could have took the Spence fight and fought all the titles and won all the titles. And then Bud had to go through him through Undisputed if he wanted to fight Bud. Okay. Now, in his last scenario, when he was the man out and Bud was inherited the title, well, he won the title, okay? So he inherited Spence's obligations, which was to defend the IBF championship. I hope you're listening to me. Now, Ennis knows that before inheriting the WBO, the IBF championship, before he gets upgraded to champion, before he can even actually fight for it, because Crawford owns it now, that Crawford is obligated through word of mouth and contract that he has to fight Errol Spence, who is a unified champion, who's on the pound for pound list, an Olympian, and everything else you want to name of him at this time, an accomplished fighter. So those are obligated. As a man, whether we shook hands, we're obligated because we're men, and all you have in this world is your balls and your word, or through litigation, which we sign a contract that says that I have to fight you next if that's all possible. So, being that Crawford was tied up, and before the tied up could be resolved in any way, Errol Spence, which is your favorite fighter, hurried up and said, no, I will fight Crawford again. I'm going to do what the contract says. I'm going to do what his handshake says, and we're going to fight. I have that right. Okay. Now, Crawford, again, we have contract. We have word of mouth that we're going to fight you again. Okay. Now, when would that be? I couldn't tell you, but that's what it says. Now, you knowing that, which is Boots Ennis, knew that before they ever stepped in the ring one time, and before you unselfishly said, I'm going to let you guys fight, you knew that they're going to have two fights. Okay, I hope you follow me with this because I think I've been real thorough. Now, being that
you're
they're going
better
to
than
have
me.
that could take a while. Okay. Now they have one fight and it's a bloodbath. It's a massacre. Okay. We all wonder, should it be a second fight? Will there be a second fight? We don't know. Okay. We skip to that situation. Before anything can come out, they upgrade Boots to champion. So now Crawford
Or it could have been Errol Spence. No matter who won the fight could not fight Boots because they were obligated to fight each other. Nobody knew the fight was going to take off like that. Whoever would got whooped. If Crawford would have got knocked out in the first round, we still wouldn't have expected that. And still Crawford could say, I want to fight Spence again. And Spence got to do that. And Spence, he got to say, either take my title or whatever, because I can't even think about Boots. I know I've been waiting to wait for 100 years. But he decided to say, I will pass. After 100 years of waiting, he said, go ahead. So he gave me the go ahead. And when he did that, he locked me into an obligation to fight this man no matter what happens. So if I knocked him out with the first punch in the first second, me waiting you for 5,000 years, I can't say yes now at the 5,000 I'm going to fight you because I already told this motherfucker I'm going to fight him next. Now, because I can't do that, go ahead and have your belt because that's what you care about anyway. It ain't about whooping me or him. You want to have a belt. So take it, motherfucker. And that's what he did. And that's exactly what happened. So that's what happens with the fight. That's what happened with the fight.
OMAC original. Spence gets no right to be in the ring, try to fight for the belt. Thank you, OMAC, for the $2. And then the original, the the original man, the guy that originally sent that super chat, Box Latino TV, that was the one that sent that super chat about Boots. He's saying, "What about now, Bernie?"
I'm saying right now. Okay, now I'm gonna say right now. Boots still ain't reached out to Bud Crawford one bit. Not one person with money that can throw a fight has tried to reach out to Bud with a fight. Not the Saudis, not Al Heyman, not Bob Arum, not Eddie Hearn, not the neighborhood dope man, El Chapo, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett. Anybody with the money, ain't nobody came with the money to try to fight Bud with Boots. So if you think Bud gonna say, I'ma stage the fight and fight the niggas, you got to be crazy. And I'm gonna leave you niggas where you at. Leonard Ellerby ass niggas. I'm gonna leave you niggas where you at. And I don't know how plain I can make this shit. But I'll do it all day. I
I
will
don't know
fucking
how
talk
you
this
do
shit
it.
all day.
I don't know how you do it all day. Like, I see you on other channels too, so I'm like, damn, he don't give a damn. He has that shit like he ready for
I'm only
all the
making it plain,
smoke.
Mill City. This shit ain't hard. This shit's simple. I had some fellas, they trying to get this channel started. And I watched them, they said something. I say, you think I'm scared of y'all? Talking about they gonna flame me. Man, I don't get flamed. Ain't nobody whooping me in no debate on no boxing. Nobody. 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 Nobody.
That's what Crawford
Nobody.
said too.
Nobody. Nobody. Not in no boxing. I just thought, even my partner, listen, I just got into me and my partner. I've been with him since I was like 7th grade, right? And we argue about everything anyway. But listen, we argue. I'm minding my business because my other partner called me. Well, they talking first. He handed me the phone. He say, Bernie, with the fights, yada, yada, yada. He bring up Bud because you know everybody love Bud. And he bring up Bud. And I'm talking me and him on the phone, minding our business, right? My partner is in another seat, a whole nother seat. I'm talking about Bud minding my business. The man jump in my conversation. The man tell me, Tank can beat Bud. I said, shit. I say, how fuck? Now, we didn't got into a whole big drag out argument. We gonna fight and everything else. And so I get to ask him. I say, well, he said, Bernie, I got an opinion too. That's fine too. Okay, but what you know about boxing? You ain't never trained for a fight. Never don't really know no fighters. Ain't been around no fighters. Ain't had no fight. Ain't been no. What you know about boxing? Ain't read nothing about no boxing. All you know is watch the television like everybody else. But you gonna tell me Tank can beat Bud and can't tell me how? I said, get the fuck out of here. So I'm saying, listen, man. All right, Mill City, like I said, ain't nobody gonna beat me talking about no boxing. And I will talk about boxing all day long. And don't you say nothing stupid to me about no boxing because I can't not say it. And I was telling this, and then we had this other argument. I said this. This is what I gotta learn too as I'm getting older, as I'm getting old, right? Sometimes you ain't always gotta prove your point. Sometimes you gotta let them think what they think. I say this. I said this. Appreciate you, Mill City. I said this. Okay. I write one comment on boxing on anything on boxing, right? Like they'll post something and everybody make a comment, but I make my own comment, right? I don't reply to their comment. I put one comment, my comment. Man, I got 1 million replies to my comment. Why y'all replying? Y'all fighting with me. What y'all want to argue with me for? I don't know. So listen, like I say, I get so many comments about Shakur making 35. That post, I just let them have it now. I'll just say, okay. I don't even respond no more. I swear to God. What y'all trying to argue with me for? I don't know. But I get
it. Netter, thank you for the $5. Bernie, do you think all of Bud's hard negotiations have burnt all of his bridges now for big fights?
Bud ain't never had no harsh negotiations. That's a propaganda. That's a lie. That's something that they want you to believe. You understand? And so everybody believes that. Just like I say this dumbass shit. One person called me a hype man, then everybody started calling me a hype man. Everybody started calling me hype man. If motherfucker told him I was a lawyer, he said he the lawyer. Motherfuckers would believe that. People just go off of that. They be like, for real, he a real lawyer? If one person be like, yes, this nigga's a lawyer. I know he wear Timbs and jeans and a t-shirt, but this nigga's a real lawyer. They'll tell that. I'm like, well, you know this nigga's a lawyer? You know he is a lawyer? You know this nigga? People just go with people just stupid like that. So I'm saying, who's Bud? That's not a harsh negotiator. You know what I mean? That was propaganda that Bob Arum threw up because he promised that man the money, and then he didn't want to give him the money. So he was mad because Bud made him stand on what he stand on. So now because I make you stand on what you said, now you're putting me into a different. You understand? I mean, come on, bro. It's just like with Malcolm X. It's just like with Martin Luther King. It's just like with all of them. Okay, now you're a problem because you didn't do what I wanted you to do or what I thought you should do. So now I'm gonna put this stigma on you. Everybody just goes with it, bro. It don't matter. It's you, whoever, bro. That's the way the world is. They followers. Everybody will go with whatever is. You know what I mean? So no, Bud ain't a harsh negotiator, and he don't pose who he fight. Benavidez is a fight that out of range fight, like a better BF. You know, them guys is career light heavyweights. Canelo started out as a 40-pounder. We started out as a 35-pounder. Styles make fights. It's different things that make it. So, I mean, Bud is the stand-up guy. He's no, like I was just telling my wife. Listen, I can't say nothing else. I don't know this, but I know when he move with this box shit, he move with integrity. When he get in that ring, I can't go against that man. You understand? And like I say, I know for a fact from knowing him personal, he don't turn down no fades. He don't turn down no fades. If you say he good, Bud want to try to be better than him. That's just how he is.
How about people that might possibly say, do you think people will say, since you guys been wanting the big fights, that they might say that, Boots is a bigger fight than Fundora? What do you think?
Nah, because Fundora, like I say, Fundora, now he improved his work. He didn't got knocked out and came back and fought a killer. You understand? No matter what, off a knockout loss. Fundora has had made he the veteran now, and he's a world champion now. Even if
Yes,
they didn't put
he's
the
unified.
WBC up, even if he didn't have the WBC, he's a world champion. He can't blame that they stripped Charlo. He can't blame that they upgraded Tszyu. He got in the ring with this man being a champion and the title on the line. He won the championship. So no, Boots haven't done that. Like I say, Boots, and we talking about an eye test, which Fundora is a huge eye test too, because he fucking 7 feet tall. He got the range. He got this. Boots just got some speed. Boots ain't got no IQ like that. That's what I was trying to tell with Greg Hackett. I know he. I said, well, how close is you with Boots? Because I know I've been with Bud, personal. So I'm wondering maybe he with Boots personal. That's why he with Boots, but I don't think he that close with Boots. I don't know. I don't know if he that close with Boots. You understand? So, but he's going with Boots because he's from Philly and whatever. But like I told him,
I seen the segment. It was good.
Bud Crawford, all the fighters who talk to the crowd, there's somebody they were in control, not out of control, not having trouble. Tszyu was not in control when he fought Jermaine Ortiz. That's why he was doing that. Ennis was out of control when he was losing to Karen, when he was having them troubles. He was not in control. Therefore, his mind was going somewhere else. Mayweather's, when he sat down and told him the Patriots, he was in control. Roy Jones, when he talked to them, the referee, he was in control. That's what I'm saying. Boots, like I said, he got some growing to do. He got some things to be worried about. He got some things to work on. We don't have them troubles. When Benavidez was long and rangy and undefeated, by the way, you can say that he had one leg, but he was undefeated, he was rangy, and he was a prodigy. Benavidez was a prodigy. He the one that like started that top ranked shit where they start signing him at like 16 and 17. Benavidez, you understand? Now, he did get shot in the leg, but he had came back and knocked out people and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, his range, his height, his speed, and we took him down. You understand? So, I mean, we didn't get frustrated. We wasn't looking out this way. We wasn't looking out, putting our ears out. We don't do shit like that. We keep our task at hand. When we got caught by Mean Machine, because whatever it was, we was lackadaisical, we bossed up. We zeroed in and we took care of business and wasn't no trouble after that. You understand? So I'm saying, I mean, I like I told Greg Hackett, and I'm gonna tell y'all again, ain't nobody trying to put up the money for Boots. Not one person with the money. So who gonna put up the money? You got Mayweather saying this and that. Mayweather's a billionaire, right? So he's a billionaire. I don't know how many billions he got, but we talking about millions right now. Now Mayweather's as much influence as Mayweather got. He can't get nobody to help him. He ain't got to fit the whole bill because that's Mayweather's, right? He talking all that shit. So now he should have investors. If he believe in something, then they should believe in something too. Ain't no investors. Ain't nobody coming up with nothing. So that should tell y'all all in itself. Now you got Boots. Now the champion never chased the challenger. In no place, never was the champion ever chasing the challenger. In what history was a champion chasing the challenger? And if that was warranted, where the challenger was more popular than the champion, best believe the powers that be paid that motherfucker to get him in the ring. So now we can go on about our business. You understand what I'm saying? Exactly. Exactly.
So when I dropped that poll and we talked about Fundora's next opponent, and I said Crawford Spence or Tszyu rematch.
Yeah.
What in your eyes makes you believe that Crawford is the hardest task for Fundora out of those other names? What's the difference maker stylistically in your eyes?
Because Crawford is the best pound for pound, brother.
Don't make it like that, but
Listen, no,
stylistically.
I had listen, I'm trying to tell you, when you a pound for pound, you know how to figure out a way. Crawford, when you say pound for pound, he probably really embodies that. Because Crawford, Sugar Ray Robinson, they give him pound for pound, but Sugar Ray Robinson got hit a lot. Crawford don't get hit a lot. Sugar Ray Robinson got a lot of credit from boxing on the back, from knocking out Gene Farmer. That was his best. He knocked out Gene Farmer going backwards. Every time they say Sugar Ray Robinson knocked out a man going backwards, they always talk about Gene Farmer. You understand? So when you talk about Bud Crawford, even I would even say more sense than Mayweather's, because Bud Crawford knocked people out. Mayweather's got to settle for decisioning guys. Bud Crawford knocks him out. So Bud Crawford takes limited punishment and he knocks people out. He can beat you inside, outside. He can box on his back foot. That's the real true definition. That's why. If that makes sense. Like I say, Mayweather's in his, he got to lie on his boxing ability. Whether because his hands, whatever that reason was, Mayweather had to rely on his boxing ability. Crawford's knocking people out. So Crawford he can sneak you out, he can outbox you, but he don't, because he got comfortable walking people down. Everybody said that he was too small, he was too lanky, he was too this, but he been mowing people down ever since. After Postal, he been mowing everybody down. Mowing everybody down. Now, Postal had a good chin because he stood and traded with Postal a little bit and caught Postal, but Postal wouldn't go. Now, maybe he could have probably stepped on the gas or stepped a little bit and stood and fought with him a little more, but he tried him and he didn't go. So he used his mind, tied him in knots, and won the fight. Everybody ain't gonna go. That's a testament to him. I don't have to sit here and try to bang with you and try to just prove that I could beat you. I tried you, I hit you with some great shots, you didn't go. All right. So I beat you and I gone. Everybody else, nobody survived after that. After Postal, nobody else survived after that. So again, that's why Crawford. You feel me? And when I say I seen what he did to Monte. I heard what he did to Monte. You understand? Even though that ain't to be talked about. Monte 6'5", 6'3", 6'4" or something. Monte
Talking
Clark.
about Clark. Oh yeah.
Monte Clark. Yeah. Okay. I seen him in there with heavyweights. I seen him in there with former heavyweight contenders. I seen him in there with former junior middleweight champions. You understand? Tall, rangy guys with I seen him. So that's why I'm saying. And if that don't make no sense, like I say, that man fight in, out, up, down, round, town. You can't beat Bud Crawford right now. And the only way I can see you got to show me first.
Mm, mm. What do you think about like the state of mind as far as you know the money and the belts and legacy is concerned? I mean, clearly you guys are like right on that target when it comes to that. You guys have all the legacy, but it's just like look what I just told you to right now. You know what I'm saying? Look at the Canelo situation.
And listen, and it's just so I'm saying this. Let's go back to life. What can you do? The word was, he said, like I say, the message was today. The Friday, I guess Jesus got hung on. They started doing stuff to him on Friday. They put the cross on him, or whatever they did on Friday. But your Sunday. So, like I say, that's been his whole career. They've been shitting on him, dogging him out. Hell, they dogged you out. They dogged me out. Everybody that had their time. But how do you make it? How do you get past that? And that's how you live. If he never got the Spence fight, when he went to sleep at night, he couldn't do nothing else. He couldn't make Spence get in the ring with him. He couldn't make, all he could do was get in there like he did. He beat Ricky Burns. He beat Ndongo for Undisputed. He beat Jeff Hearn for the middleweight, for the welterweight title. And he won all them titles on knockouts. He beat Sean Porter. He beat Kell Brook, who was world champions. He did, those are facts. He's a millionaire. Those are facts. I can't worry about saying, oh, I could have had 100 million, but I got 30. I can't live with that. I can't worry about, oh, I should have beat him, and they would have said, oh, I mentioned this. I couldn't do, they didn't give me the opportunity. I had to do what I had to do. I say this too. I'm trying to tell you. I swear to God. So one of the neighborhood, she had a soul food restaurant. and she had some sons that kicked up a lot of dust around this town. But anyway, Miss Lionel, she had a soul food restaurant, best in town, you know, and beautiful, classy place, beautiful. Everybody that come to this town, celebrity back in the day, they all come to this place. You know, you got them places like that. But anyway, she had this she had in her restaurant was real homely, real beautiful, real comforting. But she had this sign up, and its sign said, "They said I couldn't make it without success, so I went on here without it." Now she wouldn't give me that sign because I forgot somebody close to her, a mother or grandmother, somebody gave it to her. But I read that sign and said I could. They said I couldn't make it without success, so I went on here without it. Come on, brother. Listen, man. That's how you gotta live. You understand? E40 said it, man. I do 60, which is big talk. Long as I get out with my pride and my dignity, man. Come on, man. That shit gonna hold you, brother. When you listen, even if somebody take care of you, it was out of empathy, it was out of sympathy, not empathy. Not because you're so downtrodden and trash that my good heart or my conscience will help you or forgive you because you don't deserve it. I'd rather be deserving of forgiveness. I'd rather be deserving of your empathy. You understand? And that's how that's the way I live. So again, uh, you know what I mean? Like I say, fuck them. We got what we got. And thank the Lord they gave us the Spence fight. If we don't get the Canelo fight, oh well. Again, it's true story, right? Bud Crawford come from nowhere. We are 3 division world champion. We 2-time undisputed world champion. We's a trendsetter. We've been on pound for pound list for I don't know how long. All my peers, all my OGs give me the nod. Man, come on. I took care of my whole family. I make my family proud. I do my city proud. Man, come on. Man, I don't cry at night. I go to bed sleeping easy.
You think the you think the rematch will happen though?
What?
With Spence and Crawford?
Hell no. That man ain't talking about fighting no Crawford. That man ain't talking about no Crawford. That man look like I say too. See, but it's all right. I was trying to tell my partner. I was telling my like I say. So my other partner, he real passive. You understand? See me, I feel like if you get over on me, I gotta let you know. I gotta get you right away. But some folks, they let your Lord sort them out, and that's the type he is. So like I say, look, man, no, that man ain't. Listen, man, you 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 still didn't learn your lesson. You after all this, you still have not learned to humble yourself. Out of all that, and what I was trying to say this, like I say, I feel sorry for you. I give you all this, and you still spit in my eye. And that's what he did. But it's not a knock on me. It's a still on you, Selvin. That's on you, family. That's on you, family.
Listen, listen, Bernie. We got some other fights that I want to talk to you about, right?
Hey, look, Mill City.
Unless you got anything else to say about Spence.
Listen, I'm just saying, Mill City. And I'm telling y'all in the comments, man. Listen, man. Listen, man. This is serious business, man. You got to live your life on something, man. You got to live your life on something, man. You got to stand on something, man. I don't care. Jewelry, money, cars, quote unquote fame. Man, please. Man, that shit don't matter. You better know who you is here. And with the man upstairs, that's what gonna count. Better look your little baby in the face. Better look your woman in the face. They keep talking about they keep talking about with a woman paying all them bills and shit like that. Yeah, that shit count. That's a huge fucking thing. That's huge. But if he can't stand up in front of nobody, he ain't worth nothing. What kind of man is that? Pay the bills is all right. But what if we ain't got no money? What if he can't? Then his integrity shot. You better live with some integrity, man. And listen, some humility, some humility. You understand?
Now, Bernie, do you think that him and
Jesus.
Derek James parted ways? That rumor? Do you think that rumor is
I,
true?
I was talking to, and Greg Hackett said this. Greg Hackett said, man, I don't listen to that gossip. And I said, I ain't heard nothing about it. Because it ain't in none of the real news, it ain't came out. So people, like I say, folks ain't heard enough from Errol Spence so bad. They making up stuff.
Mm.
they making up stuff. So they had to bring it up. They say, well, he making good money with him, good man. Errol Spence ain't paying. This and that. They arguing. I don't know if it is, and when it come out it's true, it'll be true. But I told my family, I told my partners, I said, blood, y'all can't be listening to that. That's gossip. You niggas sound like The View. You niggas listen to anything and take it as word. Stop doing that. You just can't take you niggas are like I say, the scenario is not even true, but y'all gonna talk about it like it was true. You can't say that. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, I don't know, and it'd be shame if they did, because Derek James was telling that man the truth in that corner. Folks keep talking about Derek James, tell him to give him the right game, and he didn't have no other choice. He stood up for the man in the press conference. He never was nice with us. Never. Never. We was nice. We tried to be nice. We gave them props. We was nice. We thanked them. We did all that weak ass shit. We did all that shit. And I think that was fair on us. But they never gave in. They talked shit to us the whole time. They never gave us no credit. They never, you know what I'm saying? So he stood up for his guy. And he went to bat for his guy in every way. And he had to fight knowing that he knew he couldn't whoop Bud. But we got to fight this fight because this is the fight. So we got to do the best we could. And he told him the best instruction, but the man couldn't execute it. So you can't get mad at Derek James. You understand? You can't get mad at Derek James. The only thing I'm mad at Derek James about is that, again, you don't have to come out and say, we know we can't whoop your ass. We're going to say on the surface, we're going to kick your ass. And we're going to keep our true feelings to ourselves. But you still have to carry yourself with class and be gracious because nothing's for certain. So, like Bo said, thank you, brothers, for giving us the opportunity. We good to share the ring with you. All that you've accomplished is amazing. Any trainer would love to have a guy that they brought up from day one to be a unified champion. Not only that, but to be one of the most talked about fighters, to be one of the most popular fighters, to be a guy in demand. Any trainer in the world would love to have that. You understand? So we give you your credit. We don't want to take it away from you. Both so good up here. They hate us our guts so much. And that's why we so real, bro. That's why we so true, my boy. That's why they hate us, family. That's why they hate us, because it's like, how do you niggas be so real, bro? Like, everybody ready to sell themselves for the fame, for the look, for the persona. Niggas ready to throw it all away for that, and y'all ain't. How do you niggas live like that? Because
You know,
it's that simple.
I'm glad that you mentioned that, to be honest with you, because that's kind of leading up to my next
They tired of
question.
me. They dwindling. They tired of me. I don't know what they gotta watch. We had 500. We down to 400. We back to 428. Okay. All right.
So check it. Just what you just said. Like, what do you see? Like the tension between, even Spence and Tank had a relationship. They had now that this Frank Martin fight has coming upon. I've been seeing a lot of tension on Twitter, back
Oh,
and forth talking.
okay. See, I don't watch Twitter, and I really didn't understand that. You understand? I really understand that. But I feel like I feel
Low
like
key coming at each other.
I wouldn't if I was Tank, I wouldn't expect this guy that he with all the time. I wouldn't expect him. That's when you stay out of it. You know what I'm saying? I got love for both of y'all. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I hope the best man win. Um, and that's just what it is. I don't, so I wouldn't if I was Tank, I shouldn't feel no type of way. And Errol Spence said what he said. I'm going with the guy I promote. Okay. Now whether he truly believe that, I don't know. Do he believe that Frank can beat Tank? I don't know if he do it, but he ain't gonna come out and say that. He gonna say all the shit he's supposed to say, but he ain't gonna come out and say Tank a bitch ass nigga. He gonna whoop your ass. You weak as fuck. You only fought 18 pounders. He ain't gonna say all that because that's uncalled for. He just gonna say I'm going with Frank because I'm with Frank. That's all he got to say. You understand? And Tank should understand it. And so I don't know. Like I'm saying, these niggas so weak and pussy. And I, I don't know. I'm just and like I said, you see all these guys they kill, they sell so much dope, they do everything that they say all up in front, fuck all the bitches, treat everybody like trash, and then when they get that sentence, them motherfuckers singing like a bird. Them motherfuckers said everybody terrified on the street because they'll shoot them and everybody scared of them. But when they got to somebody they couldn't stand up, them motherfuckers singing like a bird. That motherfucker wasn't that tough. That motherfucker couldn't wait to give up everybody. That motherfucker tell on his mama. That motherfucker tell up on the whole operation. I'm telling you. Like I say, so he might have had a lot of jury. He might have had a lot of cars. And he had a lot of people scared of him. Yes. But when it got to somebody like that, that motherfucker folded like he wasn't done. And everybody thought he was somebody. No. When that's when he proved he was somebody, when he took that time, when he didn't tell on everybody. That's when he took all that gangster shit he was talking. That's because the motherfucker couldn't do nothing about it. Oh, it's very rare that somebody go do something about it. Because we human beings, you understand? To go run up and shoot somebody or have them hurt, that's a hard thing for people to do a lot, especially in a lot of situations. You understand? That's why people bully people. But that white man, when he stand in front of you and he got a whole army to do that for you, and all he got to do is hit that gavel and tell you life, nigga. Yeah, when you know he got that type of power, oh, everybody different then. Oh God, where was your toughness at then? Nigga, you wasn't knocking all them hoes and talking that shit then, selling all that dope with no reserve. Then, nigga, you know, like I say, so again, man, people get so caught up in the, like I say, Tank. Okay, you knock people out. That ain't everything. You also did that gay ass shit when you was on you doing that gay ass shit on camera. Sissy ass shit. So we seen that too. You know, I mean, like I say, Errol Spence, everybody kissing, praising your name and talk about that. But you ain't no eye collector now. You ain't no body puncher now. You trying to fight motherfuckers. Man, get out of here. Man, man, I'm not. All right. I'm saying so, man. When I say that, these are the examples I'm talking about. And when I say Crawford, now when you get Crawford, get Crawford. When you get good Crawford, get Crawford. If you can get Bo, get Bo. You get Red, get Red. You get Bernie, get Bernie. You get Saul, get. But we the same type of people. When we have nothing or something, it's gonna be the same type of guys. Bud gonna treat you the same. Red
Nah.
gonna be the same. Bernie gonna be the same.
Do you, do you like the fight with Frank and Tank? Now that we're in that
Great,
topic,
great fight. I like Frank. Like I say, I think Frank is I want to believe he's a solid guy. I want to believe he's a solid guy. I haven't seen him act like a girl or do nothing girly yet. So I like Frank. I ain't got no problem with Frank. Like I said, I ain't got no problem with Frank. He didn't earn the shot. And like I said too, he didn't take the Shakur fight for whatever reason. Now he gonna take the Tank fight. Either way, if you beat Tank or Shakur, your stock is up. You made it. You won. You know what I'm
you,
saying?
do
They
you think
upgrading Tank.
that he didn't take that Shakur fight because of the Tank fight?
I wouldn't know why he didn't take the fight. I don't know why he didn't take the fight. like I say, I don't know. I don't know if he ever made $1 million beforehand, but if he was gonna make $1 million
Yeah.
to fight Shakur, I don't know how you turn that down because you still got to split the money with everybody. And if nobody else is offering you nothing, I mean, you still getting $1 million. So if I got 300,000
This
and I
was the
still had to
fight.
split it, huh?
This is the fight that he gets paid a little bit more. I think it's like 200 grand more.
So like I said, if I get 300,000 and I only walk away with 75,000 because I
Hmm.
had to pay out taxes and this and that. Okay, so if I'm doing that and I'm fighting these guys, but now I'm fighting Shakur, and I'm gonna maybe walk around, leave home with 500,000 after taxes, and maybe the world championship. Well, I mean, in me, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, because like I say, I might have to pay out more, but I'm making more. So instead of leaving with 75,000 or 150,000, I'm leaving with 500,000. Or I'm gonna leave with another 150,000, but I ain't get nowhere. I fought another guy. I made 150,000, but I didn't get nothing but some experience. I didn't get no more prestige, and I didn't get no experience, and I didn't get no more money. So but again, like that's me sitting around out here thinking. You understand? That's me thinking. Now I don't know what if he thought if he can get more money or that wasn't good enough or whatever else. But second chances come around. So now you fight another guy and you get the same amount of prestige. If you beat Shakur, you beat Tank. Either way, you beat him, you get prestige if you win. So it came back around for him. And maybe they didn't want to deal with him, like you said, because of that weak ass shit, because it's behind the scenes type of shit. Just like with Boots, even though he ain't with Al Heyman, he's with Showtime, yada yada yada. That's why he didn't go for WO. All that other shit that be going around, like I'm saying, they already know they lined up with them people. You feel me? Unless you're a straight free agent. You know what I mean? All right, so right, they both aligned under the same banner. If he did, oh well. I'm happy for Frank. At least he getting his shot.
Prediction on the fight.
Tank gon' I got Tank. You got to beat Tank for me to see that he get beat. Unless it's Shakur. Or unless it's Devin. You got to beat Tank first. Anybody else, Tank gonna beat him. So I got Tank, but I ain't ruling out Frank. I like Frank.
Now, what do you think about the rumors of I think Michael. No, actually, it's not a rumor. Michael Benson actually reported it that the last opponent of Frank Martin, Artem, Shakur is going to be fighting him July 6th, Newark. What you think
Yeah,
about that
because nobody
matchup?
want to fight him. Which like I can say, they said Morotai. I read Morotai didn't look like nothing in his last fight, and
And that's what I
he's a
wanted to
he's a
talk about too.
I didn't read it, but they the tabloids came up said he didn't look that good,
He
and then you
didn't.
got the pay, and then you got Zapata who ain't reached out, and they trying not to do the fight. So he said everything he said, and ain't nobody putting Shakur. They ain't putting him on the auction block saying stand up for what you said. So the kid got to fight. He ain't forcing De La Santo. He got to fight somebody, and ain't nobody finna keep waiting around. You understand?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Just knowing that though, like, do you feel like we could possibly see that Frank Martin Shakur fight still down the line, win or lose? Obviously depending on Frank Martin's performance, right?
I mean, yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. Like I said, Shakur don't turn down no fades, but again, he know who he is. You understand? He know what he brings to the table, and Shakur is a mystery. You understand? You got to solve that mystery. It's on you to solve the mystery. They say he don't hit that hard. Well, go in there and take them punches and beat his ass. You know what I mean? They say run, but again, you can't see no fight in his last fight. I don't know no fight, never where he's galloped around the ring. If you can go back and watch him gallop around the ring, I mean, please show me. Jermaine Ortiz was galloping around the ring, running away from Teofimo Lopez. He was actually galloping on the ring, galloping around the ring. That's running. Even though he did boxing spots, but that's when they say running, that's what running to me means. When you're on your toes and you're steady going a certain, you're moving away, not sidestepping, not turning a guy, not that's not running. When you galloping on your toes and you're moving and that's what. So Shakur don't do that. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got to. I don't know, but and another thing too. If you want to be undisputed, he got one portion of the title. So you got to fight him something, no matter how you slice it. So Tank them, they even talk. They don't even care about that. They so weak, which is sad, because he's so talented. It don't make no sense. It just don't make no sense. That's like having Michael Jordan play in the D League. Why? That's like having your son. He already whooping everybody in high school, but you're gonna keep him back another year. Why? 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 He whooping everybody in the minors, but you still keep why? It don't make no sense. I'll say, can you hear this shit, Mill City? This shit don't make no sense, Mill City. This Mill City, and this the shit that we talking about. This the shit that's actually happening, and people are okay with this shit. People are okay with this shit, man. All right. I swear to God. All right, Mill City, I can't hold this shit no more. I gotta go. What
Say
else,
less.
Mill City? What else you want to say? What else you want to say?
I just wanted to touch on a fight that I think that I know that you would cherish, and I know I
Go
do.
ahead.
It
Go
is
ahead.
the Estrada and Bam Rodriguez fight. I think that fight
Oh,
is
yes. Yes.
fire.
Yes. And it's so good. I'm so glad the Mexicans ain't like us niggas or compete with each other and jealous. You understand? I like Bam Rodriguez. I think that, he got lucky being that he got the fights that he got, which is to fight the old war horses. You understand? Before they was completely shot. He got a chance to dominate those guys. And then he started not to look so good when he fought them young guys. Not the best fighters, but they hungry and they want to win and don't give a fuck about who you is. He looked at subpar, you know, and he got it together. He moved back down to 12, fought Sonny Edwards, who was a hell of a fighter, a young stud, undefeated, and stopped them. And now, which we all knew alone, that to fight Estrada, who's the old kingpin, and to be so I'm so happy for Bam. And he's a pound for pound talent, and he gonna run this shit. He's right there for real. He's a dark horse. He don't say a lot, but he do a lot. He gonna be pound for pound. He's a pound for pound mother type of guy. Yeah.
Absolutely. How do you see the fight going down, though?
I got Bam. I
How?
got Bam.
You don't think he can stop him?
I think he can stop him.
You think he can stop Estrada?
I think he can stop him, man.
Estrada's a
I don't put
legend.
nothing. He's a legend, but I don't put nothing past Bam. I ain't gonna put nothing past Bam. Bam will get you out of there. Bam got power. Bam will get you out of there.
Yeah,
And this is a hell of a fight for it. Either way, it's gonna be a barn burner. It's gonna be a hell of a fight, whether it go to distance or it gets stopped. And whoever wins, you got to take your head off of him. If it's Estrada, if he fends off a young lion like Bam, that's 10 times, boy. And if he's Chocolatito twice, oh my God. He already got a stellar career. It's already beautiful. So, like I say, either way, it's a win-win. Viva Mexico! Viva Mexico! Yeah, yeah.
cabrones, but you have to add the cabrones at the end.
Listen, I was saying, Viva la Mexico. They say, don't, not the la. I don't know where I got that shit from. That's some shit I just ad-lib. They say they don't say that, Bernie. It's just Viva Mexico. Okay, my bad, my bad. We like to, we terrible too. We make fun and be funny and talking shit and, trying to imitate people and shit. My dumb ass said Viva la Mexico. Ain't no fucking la Mexico. It's Mexico. That's it.
Yeah, yeah. La is the, so you're like the
Yeah.
Mexico.
I
I
know
got
I'm stupid. I'm burnt out. So it's just Viva Mexico. All right. Shout out to all my Mexican people. I love you guys. I love Mexican people. I swear to God, I do.
Well, Bernie, man, shout out your social media. Appreciate you for tapping in with me as well, man.
All right, appreciate you, Mill City. Like I say, I usually go Sunday, but I'm gonna go Tuesday. I'm gonna talk about it. Catch me on Instagram at Bernie the Boxer, Bernie THA Boxer. Catch me on YouTube at Bernie THA Boxer. I'm gonna get some more content coming up, but you can catch me on Tuesday, Thursday, or Sunday. I'll keep you posted. Appreciate everybody.
Sounds good, man. God bless you, bro. Happy
I
Easter.
said I'm gone. I said I'm gone.
He's out. Smash that
Sir.
like, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. We got phone lines are open. I got my guy Titus. What's going on, Titus? How you doing?
Yo, man, what's going on, brother? How you feeling?
Man, just staying busy, bro. Staying busy.
Yeah, I see you, man. You started off in the morning. Now you finishing off tonight.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing, man.
So I feel like we covered it all this morning. But you got some more for me?
I mean, there's always something to talk about. Like, let's be real. I mean, we did. You can never really touch on everything.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, really, at the end of the day, how does Spence? It seems like Spence is gonna get this Fundora fight, but before that, who do you think wins the rematch if Fundora fights Tszyu?
I think Tszyu wins easily. Okay. So now Fundora, now he faced the adversity. He faced his power, right? He faced the level up competition. So now all of that's downloaded now. So now he should be a little bit more a better fighter now, right? So his confidence is up, right? Still, I'm sure he's not super delusional, but his confidence is up.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he goes in there with a different angle, a more like I belong here. You feel me? I mean, I think he felt like that confidence because nobody takes that 12-day notice, but now he knows he belongs here, right? So now I think he comes just better, more confident. But I feel like Tszyu is like, yo, I gotta show y'all. It was a fluke, bro. Things happen. It was a fluke, and I honestly think that he'll be a little too much for Fundora. That's what I think.
Man,
I want to see it though. I want to see it. I think they should push that before the Spence. But let's be real, Spence he has the ghost in his corner, and that ghost makes a lot of things happen.
I like it. I like it.
You know what I'm saying?
What about like as far as Crawford? What were you gonna say?
Nah, I said nobody talking about it. They was like, oh, how he gonna skip the line? How he skipping the line?
That part, yeah.
Come on, bro. Like, first of all, he made a lot of money. He's been. He hasn't been a problem to Team Heyman. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, you know what? Let me throw you a bone. You want it? Go ahead. That's how Heyman is too. Cause being sound with him before, I know the language behind the scenes. So if he gets that fight, that was like a Heyman, like, yo, here you go, bro.
Layup.
Like, here you go as far as, like, you part of the team, you held it down. Heyman likes to try to take care of his guys in different ways. So he likes Spence, but he also knows Spence just got, like, squashed, like, smashed by Crawford.
Right.
So if Heyman is looking at the board, or his team Heyman is looking at the board, they're like, all right, I feel Spence can beat Fundora. So if they could pull that string to make the fight happen, and then Spence comes out with a beautiful body snatching performance, then we make the Terrence Crawford fight happen. This is how Heyman and them think, bro. It's money. This a business. This ain't just what the people want to see. It's a business.
Big facts. So
somebody back there is planning it right now strategically. What's the best moves? Because Errol Spence is a big dog in the sport, and people cannot fail to still acknowledge that. Even though he took that bad loss, he's still Errol Spence.
Hell yeah. You're definitely right on that. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. We got over 274 people on the YouTube. Make sure you go out your way to smash the like button to improve the visibility of the show. We got phone lines are open with a full panel. We got my man Titus. We live on Instagram, live on Mill City Boxing. So anyone on YouTube that wants to chop it up, we here live on Instagram Live.
On a side note, before we was talking about Boots first this one, Boots first that one. Just because I mean, Spence was off when he fought Crawford, but I didn't really see his ability to make an adjustment. So I don't just combo, just boxing talk. I don't feel like I feel like Boots will probably get the better of Spence.
Hell yeah, stoppage. Stops him. I think he stops him.
You think he stops him?
Yeah, I think he stops. Yo, you seen him yesterday? Like, I mean, we all know he gains a lot of weight after like the fights and stuff, but
Spence? Oh, you thought he was heavy? So he's big?
He was always heavy, right?
Yeah, but he man, he's made a lot of money in the sport, man. Like, I don't know. I'm not so hard on those type of guys because, like, remember me? I was in the amateurs with him. So to see what he is now, it's like I give some a different perspective. So I'm just giving him a little leeway because sometimes the media and everything expects, A plus every time, A plus every time, A plus every time. But these guys are human. These guys have their own standards to live up to as well. Not just the boxing standards. And then everybody's legacy and everybody's goal is not to be Mayweather or Sugar Ray Leonard. Some people are. But you may get your ass whipped so bad one time that you're like, I'm kind of good where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he still got some dog in him. But I feel like, you're on the resolution of your career. So take smart fights. Still revenge that loss. I think that should be like the last 2 fights he should do. And then just go off in the sunset, man.
So you need to get his get back.
I would watch it again, though, man.
So you advise for him to go get his get back?
Yeah, man, you got to, bro. You got to.
I like it. Now, what I like the most is this fight that I was, talking about with Estrada and Bam Rodriguez. I think that's a super. It's not a super fight because the divisions are so light, but it's an entertaining fight. It's a legacy fight. It's a fight for hardcore boxing fans.
They making it happen?
Yeah.
What's the date?
I forget what date it is. I've been so busy with so many of like the upcoming dates.
What weight is that?
What, 118? 118?
Okay. I gotta tap in. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not really too familiar with the long weight classes. Too much, but I'm gonna tap in.
Bam Rodriguez is a problem, bro.
Bam Rodriguez.
You never heard of him?
What's his real name? What he go by? I mean, his actual
name. Jesse Bam Rodriguez.
I'm gonna tap in, but next time I speak to you, I'm gonna know exactly who he is.
Yeah, he just beat Sonny Edwards.
Yeah, I'm gonna tap in.
He's the truth. You definitely gotta check him out.
You the boxing guru. You gotta be on top of everything, everybody. This, that. I mean, I'm not as into it as you.
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, but I'm gonna catch up. I'm gonna get in tune. You guys like you making me motivated to start my little channel, my little podcast.
Why not?
Huh?
Why not?
Yeah, I am situated in the office now, to be honest.
Good. You should do it. We could always do collabs. You could always do collabs with me, man.
I appreciate you, bro.
Definitely, man. I like always getting those.
one hand wash the other. They both wash their face, brother.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's my support always.
Here in the comments, Inoue will smash Bam. Maybe, yeah. Maybe.
Yo, the Ray Savage is at what weight?
26.
So what about him and what's up with Fulton? I ain't heard his name in a while.
I would love that fight to happen, man.
That sounds like a big one. What's up with Fulton though?
I mean, he's back in the gym. I mean, that's a tough loss he took too, right? So yeah, I hope Heyman don't put him in the shelf though, man.
That's man.
They be shelving people, man.
But he caught a big showtime deal. When you know what I'm saying? So he probably shuffling himself a little bit too. I'm gonna tell you one thing about Al. Al's not gonna push you to fight. You know what I'm saying? He's not. Maybe when you get to that level, because I ain't make it to that level yet or whatever. But he not pressuring you like. So Fulton probably enjoying his bag. You know what I'm saying? And taking his time to get back to the sport. But that's a good fight though. Look out for it, man. That's I like that.
Yeah. Now at 140 we just got the new WBA champion, Pitbull Cruz. Who you want to see him mix it up with?
Man, honestly, instantly right after he won that, I'm like, dang, I kind of wish they didn't make that Frank Martin fight happen yet. I would have loved to see. But Frank, that's all they were 140. Frank Martin is 142.
35.
Oh, he's 35. Okay.
He'll be there though. He'll be there soon.
That'd be a good fight, future fight. Frank Martin and Pitbull.
Yep.
Very, very entertaining fight. But let me see. Who can I see him go against? Pitbull.
Pitbull got a title now.
Yeah, man. Honestly, I'll be honest, man. It was well deserved. But I don't know if he's. Give me the league names in 140, because to me his skills is very okay.
You want the champions? I'll give you the champions.
Yeah.
All right, Subriel Matias, IBF, WBO, Teofimo Lopez.
He's not beating either one of those, but go ahead.
And then WBC, Devin Haney.
He's not beating him either.
He ain't beating Subriel either.
Not beating Shakur if he go to that weight class either. He's at 140 Shakur? Or 35?
He's 35.
That's what I'm saying. But even the fight I'm watching last night, I'm like, good, entertaining fighter, great for his country. Good fighter, man. Good fighter. I ain't taking that from him. But how much are we going to really get out of it? He's going to end up being one of them guys that give tough fights. They get beat up a lot. A lot of punches. Because he's going to go to that level. Let's not forget, Rolly is not that level. Right? Rolly's not even close to that level.
So, I don't know how we got there.
What's up, my brother? How you been? Yeah. Rolly's not even close to that level. So it's like, once he starts fighting them elite guys, he's exposed.
Yeah, I definitely agree. So it looks like Pitbull Cruz won't be holding on to that belt. Now I like him and Barroso. What do you think about him and Barroso?
See, there you go. You're over my head again. I don't know Barroso.
That's the dude that freaking Rolly, the old man.
Oh, he's man. He's good. He's tough. So you said him and who?
And Pitbull. See, he's number one contender for that sanctioning body.
And I think they should fight. I think that's a good fight for the people, entertaining for the boxing fans. I think Pitbull's youth probably wins in that one. Because they have similar styles. Similar.
I think Barroso's a little bit more educated.
The older guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was watching this fight against Rolly before the Pitbull fight last night.
Like he got feints. Like he actually thinks he's a little more of a thinker.
But that thinking might get him caught because their styles.
Because his IQ is not like like that.
Huh?
Because his IQ is really not like that.
No, his IQ might be like that, but his attributes aren't like that.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm trying to say? Because think about it.
Father time.
Pitbull Cruz, you gotta keep on out. Like you gotta Floyd Mayweather, what Mayweather did to Marquez, and bro. You understand what I'm saying? Like you keep going, you can't even hit me, and then that's how you gotta fight them guys, bro. And Rolly showed some good signs last night. I ain't gonna front. That's some good moments, but he don't got it all together. And that vacation he just took didn't help him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to take a big fight like that off for a vacation? Like, these guys' teams is not thinking. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, if you don't have a great team, you're going to get but so far. Look at Tszyu, for example. There's no reason why they should have strategized that. His team should have took over from the corner and say, yo, let's make this move. Get this payday, get this no contest, or get this W, and just keep it pushing, bro. This is a business, bro.
Let's get this no contest and let's get out of here. Let's go back to Australia. Let's get ass back to Australia. Get our ass back to Australia. Let's get this dub and get out of here.
And then we out for 8 weeks. We heal up. We say, you know, and we do it again. That's 2 paydays, right?
Yeah.
Come on. You gotta like one thing I give Mayweather, man, he's a thinker. Him and his team, he put together a really, really, really solid, wise team. And they don't stray from the game plan, and they always have a game plan.
Because Al Heyman's always thinking ahead.
You gotta say, a lot of times with the boxing, what we do is train. We don't talk about situations. What if you get hurt? What if this guy, what about holding? Because with Rolly, he don't even know how to hold properly. You know what I'm saying? Even with that, they let Mayweather get away with murder when it came to holding. And then Rolly last night tried to hold a little bit, whatever, point, done. Come on, bro. So there's a lot of components and sides to the game, but it's a business at the end of the day. So
look at this guy right here. Shut it down, Davis. What's goody?
Oh, he over there? He pulled up?
My guy was supposed to fight
What's up, brother?
Elijah Garcia. And I talked to his coach today, Breadman, earlier. And I was supposed to talk to Chiron. He said, give me 5 minutes. All right. We'll give you 5. Last time he said, yo, we're going to meet at 1 o'clock, all right? Yeah. He said, I'm going to go eat. I'm like, damn. You know what it was? Imagine, right? You're going to fight. You're supposed to fight. You made weight. Your opponent backs out. I'm going to eat like crazy because of the stress. Like, you want to fight. You worked hard.
I already know, especially Chiron. He like a big dude, so if he was making weight, whatever.
He was breaking down, yeah.
He went crazy, bro.
Talking to Breadman, it was kind of humbling as a coach, like listening to him, because I was an amateur coach too, and listening to certain coaches' stories about how they invest their own money for the fighters. Even at the pro stage, with all this money coming in, Breadman said, "Hey, I paid money out of my own money for camp for Chiron." I'm like, wow. Like,
yeah, man. And that goes back to the business of boxing, because a lot of times these managers or these promotional companies that sign you, they're not really giving that money up like that unless you super big name, maybe like a Shakur or or maybe they give you a little something, but they're not really doing what they should be doing for these fighters. A lot of these fighters get to the level that they get to by the decisions that they make, by the internal team that they make, and staying in the gym every day and staying committed. But them guys in that back office, a lot of them guys ain't doing nothing but saying, calling you up, yo, you gotta fight, yo, May, giving you your fight date, you know what I'm saying? And then setting up your hotels when it's fight night, and then make sure you got your room. And yo, bro, They got to do a little better with the fighters, I feel like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I was actually even talking to Stitch today, and he was even talking about that. I actually got to send him my email. Talking about, like fighters union and certain things like that. And
yeah, man, I'm fully on board with that, and I'm doing my own due diligence and my own part of it because like I went to college and stuff like that, so I just want to use all my assets to affect the game and impact the game in any way I can. So I'm actually in the process of doing a lot of research, bro. As far as about unions, how they got started, even in other industries, how can we bring something over here, understanding what the sanctioning bodies actually do with the money, the history of them, from the corruption until whatever. Because you gotta to know where you're going, you gotta know where you came from, you gotta know where you at, for sure to know the path to take to the destination you want to get. And I just feel like fighters should have medical benefits. 98% of fighters shouldn't retire broke. And it's all about having a system and a plan. And in boxing, there's no system. There's different organizations, different businesses, different governing bodies. A fighter got to understand that he's a 1099 contractor and what that means. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Your own business.
There's a lot that goes into it, but y'all gonna hear from me real soon. I'm working on something.
Make sure you don't hold back.
Huh?
Make sure you don't hold back.
Nah, I can't, bro, because for me, I know how it affected me. I know how it affected a lot of fighters before me, and there's a lot of fighters that come under me. You know what I'm saying? And I love being the first to do something. I was the first to fight at the Barclays Center fighter before any pro went in there. I fought in the first pro card there. Like I did a lot. You know what I'm saying? As far as first, so look out for the book. That's all I gotta say. It's coming.
I like it.
The fighters need guidance. The fighters need instructions. I remember how it was. Nobody was calling me to do this, to do that, how to do this, how to move, how to network, how to move, how to shake. You know what I'm saying? But everybody don't have the personality that I have. I gotta go get it mentality inside the ring and outside the ring. Some guys just know what to do inside the ring. So I just want to give them something that they can literally be tangible, open up, and really get some knowledge, because it's not out there for the fighters, bro. You hear the same similar stories, the shortcoming stories. You know what I'm saying? It's so similar. The history just keeps repeating itself. Why? Because there's no quote unquote Bible for these boxers. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
I already said too much, bro.
The Titus story. That shit sounds crazy, right? The Titus story.
I already said too much, but I do like that the conversation's coming up more. Like with Andre Ward, you got guys that's speaking on it. But
you copped the book?
We gotta do something.
You copped the book? Or you read it?
Honestly, I have not yet, but I will. I will for sure. Like literally setting up my library right now, bro. I'm on it, bro. I'm on it. I gotta add Andre Ward's book to my collection. I spoke to him a few times. I congratulated him on him. He's definitely a mentor figure. Somebody I always look up to. Somebody positive, good example, well spoken. He actually shows you. He's actually a prime example of. He's not a one-trick pony. The man went and he did his career, then he shifted, then he did he did a book, then before that he shifted and he was a commentator, and he shifted, and you could do so much more. Like you could be a champion outside of the ring too. You know what I'm saying? So boxing could be your initial platform, but then it's gonna open up so much other doors for you. And that's what it does for Andre Ward. Guys like that inspire me, and I'm gonna take the baton and keep going, bro. And then somebody will see me and just keep going.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, man. Keeping the sport alive. I like it. I like
the well-being of the fighter too, man. These fighters can't be broke, bro. Growing up, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It can't be. You gotta know how to. You know, gotta know that you're a walking brand, that you're a walking business, you know, and you can leverage that. You know what I'm saying? This right here, this right here, I'm still leveraging this right here. My bad for the noise, my camera's messed up. Still leveraging that right there. Still leveraging that right there because you know you just build, bro. You build, and you just leverage, and you know your worth, and you put your worth out there, and then you make them respect it, right? Am I wrong, though?
You have to. You have to force yourself through the door. Make yourself being seen.
Stay in your lane. Maximize your lane. Like my lane is health, fitness, boxing. Everything with that, I could talk about. I could flourish. I could have a podcast. I could have this. I could have that. I could have a clothing. As long as it's staying true to my core values in my lane, then I can excel in that. But once you start hopping and jumping and slipping and flipping and this, nah. Understand your lane, helps you understand your worth, helps you understand your value and what you can bring and deliver to the world, deliver and bring to the next fighter, deliver and bring to the youth. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, the circle of life, baby. The circle of the boxing life.
Yeah, brother.
Well, Titus, man, I ain't gonna wait for Chiron too much longer.
He still got us on hold?
Yeah, man, he had us on hold. He said 5 minutes. He did this to me the other day. He said, I'm gonna go eat, and then he ate for like 4 hours.
I just picked the question. Let me see if I can answer this question. He said, I've been boxing for 5 months with the club for 4 weeks, and they want me to fight in May. Is that too soon? What you think? No, you was an amateur coach. What you think?
I've been a boxer for 5 months with the club for 4 weeks, and they wanted me to fight in May. Is that too soon? I mean, at the end of the day, like, what are you doing boxing for? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you enjoy it as a sport, you understand it. You've been in the ring. You've shared the ring with, I don't know. I want to say maybe 20 different people, maybe 15 different people, and you've been doing it for 5 months. I mean, I remember. See, listen, I can't tell you no because I remember my first time entering the Golden Gloves tournament. I was 8 months into boxing, and I did good. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't say no. And if you're not, and the Golden Gloves is one of the harder tournaments anyway for amateur boxing. So if you're doing a club show, why not, man? Just make sure that whoever's running the show's taking care of you, man. Make sure that the other guy in front of you doesn't have too many fights, and you should be all right, man. Trust in your coach.
Whatever you put in the sport is what you're gonna get out.
And if the coach makes sense, if you think he makes sense, then go for it. But if you don't, and you have suspicions about your coach, then I don't know. Because I don't know. Titus, there's a lot of coaches out there that they just try to get these. I remember my first time. They wanted me to get in the gym. Like, they wanted me to go right and spar on the first day. I said, yeah, but I'm different.
Yeah, I'm the same way, bro. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I was the same exact way. That's why
I was already fighting in the streets with no gloves on. So it's like,
that's why, yo, bro, same with me. I was fighting in school every day. That's why when things like that happen, that's why I'm the guy, like, oh, you spar Tank? Yeah, I spar Tank. He was talking crazy and went in the ring.
mm-hmm.
Like, it's just that simple. It don't matter. So I'm cut from that simple cloth. But boxing, whatever you put in is what you're gonna get out. So you know, you gotta, like he said, weigh your circumstance. You know, how you been doing in the gym? Have you been running every day? How's your diet?
Have you been getting better in the 5 months?
Better. How's your sparring? How's your relationship with your coach? How's your mentality? You know, have you passed? Because nerves come with the sport, so you're gonna be nervous, right? But preparation builds confidence. So if you're in a place where you just gotta get in there too, bro. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can't overthink it. It's the amateurs. I'm gonna tell you, like I told my young boy, the losses and the amateurs don't matter. You know, nobody remembers them. It's all about what you want.
I wish someone told me that when I was younger.
You and me both. That's why I'm gonna be the one to write the book, because I'm like, there's so much things that I could have been told that would have helped me go so much further in my career.
I was 13-1 in my last fight. I lost. So you know what I'm saying? So like, I never for me to hear like, oh, amateurs didn't mean nothing. Like, yo, bro, I just didn't like losing for anything, bro. I don't like losing a thumb war. Like
Bro, I lost the Golden Gloves one year, bro. I went home. I just cried, bro. Got in my bed and just cried. And I swear, that whole year, I was training for that one dude. That one dude. And then I came back, and then the rest is history as far as the Golden Gloves are concerned.
Nah, I fought at 52. I had too many people to fight just to make New England's.
Before I won the gloves, before I won the Golden Glove, my first Golden Glove, I probably lost in the gloves 3 times.
Yeah.
Losses don't matter. It's what you win, what you accomplish. You can have 100 losses, but somehow you made the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, because I seen he wrote something about he want to go for the Olympics, but boxing is whatever you put in, you get out. Be a student of the game, be a sponge. Like Mayweather told me, he said, you a student of the game.
It's only a loss if you didn't get anything out of it. You know what I mean? Yeah, if you lost and you didn't learn nothing from the loss, then yeah, you took a loss. But if you learned something, sometimes you win and you don't really know what's good for you. You know.
You can't see that. Boxer the Night Awards, man. Go out there and get them Boxing Night Awards. Go out there, man. Get that work, man. It's about to be April 1st. Monday morning, you should be on the track. You should be putting your road work. You should be focused on your fight date. Go get it. There's no reason for you not to take the fight. Why? Just make sure, like he said, make sure the opponent is around your same experience level. But then if it's a club show, but then 8 to 10 pounds of your weight, and that's it, bro. Go get it. You're not gonna know what you got till you go get it, and you gotta have a heart of a lion in this sport, right? So hey, test it out. Go get it, bro. Wish you the best.
Enjoy it, man. Try it. Give it a spin.
My first fight, I got my boy Tyrone James. He had a sponsor at the time. Yo, but I'm nervous, whatever. So I'm in a fight, some big, tall, white dude. He mad big, and I'm like, this ain't even the same weight class. Long story short, end up stopping the dude in the 3rd round. My first fight ever. And then his sponsor came, gave me Bóxer, gave me $50. And I'm just getting mad low. Yeah. So if your night end up like that, you know what I'm saying?
I had the same story as you, but the guy wasn't white, he was black. And he was southpaw. The boy, and the same thing, like he was huge, and by the end of the night, I was getting like $20 here from this person, $20 here from that person.
That feeling feels so good, bro.
Yeah, it's true.
In your head, I already multiplied it. Like, yo, I'm getting paid for my push.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that was dope. And then you ride off this momentum, boxing, and that's why you'll be wondering, like, once a guy like take a L, like how does he keep falling off, or how does a guy take a W and then keep going up? It's momentum. It's mentality. What you believe, your perception is reality. If you believe you're the best, you become the best. You walk like the best. You know what I'm saying? You walk into the gym different. You know what I mean? Like, you ask anybody that sport, anybody, I show up. You know what I mean? That's what you got to do, brother. Show up. So show up on that track tomorrow. Kill the track. When you kill your workouts,
kill the sparring.
You kill the sparring. You kill your workouts. You kill your training. The fight is easy. You train hard and the fight is easy.
Yeah, it's all fun now.
And the amateurs. But yeah, man, look, got all the memorabilia right here, man. Going through my stuff, organizing. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope. You gotta put it up, hang it up.
Yeah, that's why I'm literally going through everything. Got pictures, got everything. When I laminate stuff, you know what I mean? And then apply everything, the experience and everything to the book. That's my plan. everything, bro.
Well, Titus, man, it was nice chopping it up with you, my guy.
Always.
To the next one, we'll be back on tomorrow at 12. And see you soon, man. Blessings.
Always, brother. Have a good night. Tap in your homie. Hit me up, man. If you need any advice with the boxing tape, hit me. All right, Millie. Appreciate you, brother.
You know that, bro.
Peace.
Blessings. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed to the channel on the YouTube. It's your boy Mills from Mill City Boxing. Home of the high-level pro boxing media, the fighters channel, the trainers channel, the people's channel, El Borigringuillo del Boxeo. God bless y'all, and on to the next. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, all right?